Yo, I'll wait for some people in here. Y'all already know the drill, and then I'll get this shit popping. Hopefully my boy Chris and shit pops up in here, because you know what I'm saying? They be making this shit lit. They be getting it popping. Got the stream open if anybody want to pop in. I'm about to make this shit quick, like an hour at most. You know. Wait for somebody to pop up in here. Got my little rice and beans with me, you know what I'm saying? When I be going live, these streams really don't start till like late. You feel me? But once the shit gets popping, it gets popping. Usually my lives be turned, you know what I'm saying? All right, we got 2 people in this bitch. What's goody? What's goody? Any questions, drop them in the chat, because I'm starting right off rip on the first question. Talk to me. What's good, bro? What are you doing for workouts right now? So basically what I'm doing is right now, let me take a bite to eat real quick. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to cut my body fat, and my shoulders all fucked up. So I'm not really going OD with the weights right now, but I'm more just focused on my cardio, getting faster, getting my bounce up, focus on flexibility, all that, you feel me? Because on the football field, I feel like I'm already big enough. Like, as y'all can tell, I still got my frame. My shoulders are still really, really cut up. So I'm not really focused on mass and all that shit right now. Like, I'm focused on just flexibility, speed, getting right. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's really where I'm gonna separate myself at, especially now, is because I'm already strong enough. You feel me? It's just all what I'm doing in the gym. Yes, sir. Let me send the link. Chris, my boy, want to pop up in here. But yeah, basically, bro, what I'm doing is I'm just all fucking cardio, speed work, agility, yoga. That's really all I be doing. You know what I'm saying? What up, Raymond? Salute to you, bro. What's good, boss? But yeah, let me get back to the question real quick. It's actually a really, really good question. So today I did my track workout, and then I did my upper body. So as y'all know, I tore my labrum in my shoulder. So what I'm really just doing is I did 300 push-ups. I did 3 sets of like a shoulder circuit just to start to get the strength back with just like 10, 15 pound weights. I mean, not 15, 12 and a half. Just all working on the fucking range of motion, strength, getting my shit back. Because now when I hit the football field next year, I'm trying to be faster. I'm trying to get my 40 time in the 4.4 range. I'm trying to get my bounce up. Just trying to get more flexible. So today I did 5 10s, 4 20s, 3 30s, 2 40s, and 150. I know that sounds like a tiny bit of running, but it's all as fast as you can. And each part of that, the 10, the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50, is all working on your progression. You feel what I'm saying? So when you go fast and you running, sprinting is an art, bro. Sprinting is an art form. So it's all fucking progression. You feel what I'm saying? What up, Craig? I'm getting this shit popping.
Cooking.
And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, is just working on my speed, my top end speed. So that's really all I've been doing. And then my yoga, obviously I do an hour and a half of stretching every single day, 1,000 reps on a jump rope. So more cardio. I did do a mile run on the elliptical too, just to warm up. So I'm doing a lot of cardio, and I feel myself getting in better shape. Chris, what you doing for workouts right now, bro?
Man, so recently I just went through a big switch. Just last week I started implementing Olympic lifts into my regimen because I really want to increase my explosiveness. So for my next 2 or 3 months, I'm gonna be really, really working on my snatch. If anybody doesn't know what a snatch is, just look up Olympic lift snatch. Really working on that. And what that did was expose how much stronger my lower back was in relation to my quads. I have a very strong lower back, and my quads, because of that, are very weak. And so I'm taking a 3 month break off conventional deadlifts, and I'm gonna start squatting a lot, high bar front squats, really hitting the quads, trap bar deadlifts to really get my quad strength up so that I can stop engage more in my quads when I'm doing competition style squats, Olympic style lifts, all that. So, and I'm going back to full body every single day, or 4 days a week with an arm day on the weekends. You feel me? So that's what I'm doing right now.
Definitely. And another thing I do on a daily basis is I do core every single day. You know what I'm saying? Because like you got to get the abs, have a strong core to get faster, to jump higher, and for the aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be doing shit in the gym that you're gonna look good from, but also that's gonna benefit you, whether it's just you getting right working out or what you're doing for your goals. Like for me, like obviously y'all know I play football and I'm trying to get right for next season. So that's really just what I'm doing with that too. And
Definitely.
yeah, I seen what you said earlier too, on your announcement with like the working out for aesthetic, but also working out for strength and like performance. And that shit's facts because when you just work out, you know what I'm trying to say, like just for the aesthetic part of it, like I feel like a lot that I feel like in a way that's ego, not ego lifting, like to put it like that, like for say ego lifting, like going in throwing around mad weight, but ego lifting in the sense that like what is the aesthetic going to do for you? Because like you said, if you are already big enough and strong enough to do the part, the aesthetic is just going to come with it. You feel what I'm saying? That's just from my experience, you know.
Yeah. Like for me personally, like I always say, man, it's up to personal preference. If all you want to do is look good, I support you 100%. But for me, unless I'm a competitive bodybuilder and I have a chance to like make money from this, my aesthetic is always going to be secondary to my performance. And like I always say, I think that comes from having a sports background. Obviously you play college football, so yeah, y'all look good, but your performance is always number one. It's always number one. Always, no matter what. So whether I was boxing, playing basketball, football, yeah, I looked okay, but my performance was number one. So I want to be able to lift. I want to be able to do Olympic lifts. I want to be mobile. I want to be fast, play basketball, all of that. I'm gonna look good as a byproduct of doing those things. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, okay, I'm gonna just focus on the way I look, and then, okay, I'm not that strong, I'm not mobile, I'm not athletic, which a lot of guys don't realize that low key that exposes you to a lot of injuries. My dad had a friend who he was a real bodybuilder, so real big ass dude. And one day he went to open his car door, but he saw somebody robbing his neighbor's house. So he was opening his car door with his hand up under the handle, but he turned around to run to the nigga that was robbing the house, yanked on the car handle, tore his bicep like that easy.
Damn. Damn.
But because all he never prepared his body for stimulus. You know what I'm saying? Explosive
Yeah.
stimulus for strong stimulus. He was just big and brolic. So he tore his bicep yanking on his car door handle, because he wasn't balanced. I always say be balanced, look good, perform good, be athletic. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
feel like
definitely.
that's what a true man should be. A gladiator or African warrior didn't just look good. They looked good, but they was
They
able to
could
kill
perform.
niggas. And
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
like,
Hell yeah.
yeah. So that's the big thing with me.
Yo, I was gonna tell you too, and then it's kind of smooth you popped in the live. So I was at the gym earlier, right? And remember how you was talking about how that dude tried to press up on you at the gym, and this dude didn't try to do that to me, but he was like body language pressing up on me, like he didn't say shit. But so I was on the overhead press, right? And the overhead press is like behind like the free weight section. So I'm on the overhead press, and his girl, she's strapped though. I can't even front. She's strapped, and she's on like the like one of the free like the the bench presses by the free weight section, like just yeah. So she's over there, and she's like bending over it, like doing like a RDL or some shit. And I'm on the overhead press, and like her, like I'm looking at myself in the mirror because I don't gawk at girls at the gym, but like I low key just look like peeked at her like for like the quickest second out of my peripheral, and he came over and was standing right behind her the whole time. Like he was mate guarding like a motherfucker, bro. Like it was so crazy, bro. Like it was so funny because bro, like I'm on the overhead press and she's like probably like right there, like in front of me. And then he is standing there doing curls or some shit like on like the other side of the gym, because then he was over and he was doing curls on the other side while he was spotting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was on the bench and he was doing curls and they were switching off. So he was with one of his boys probably. And I'm on the overhead press and this girl's over there. So I dead peaked for like the quickest exit. He must have been looking at me when I went over to the overhead press, like before he even, like I didn't even know. And I just seen him walk over and he's standing right behind her the whole time while she's doing the RDLs because he didn't want me to look like bro, crazy. And she was like strapped too, bro. Like, but I wasn't even gawking like that. It was just like the quickest little peek, like just like that, like glance, like mid set. I'm like, all right, like just like that. And the nigga came running over, bro. It was the funniest shit, bro.
See, that's when dudes know in their heart of hearts they chick really don't like them for them. Like that's the only dudes do that, bro. If I got a girlfriend and we go to the gym and she looking good and she got on her little Gymshark leggings or whatever, her Nike leggings, you know what I'm saying, and her
Show
little
that bitch
Nike
off. Show
sports
that
bra,
bitch off.
yeah, like it's gonna be matching. She gonna have shoes to match. She gonna look good, you know what I'm saying. She
Hell yeah.
she gonna be getting hella looks from all kind of dudes. You know that's what dudes do. We look at ass, we look at titties, like that's what dudes
Yeah.
do. And I know she with me, and I know she gonna leave with me. So I ain't whoa shit, my chair. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried
Yeah.
about nothing.
Hell yeah, like bro, like when I mean dude came running over, like he hit a little jog to go over there to like make sure I wasn't look like, bro, it was so OD, like so OD. Like I wish somebody else that like had this knowledge could have seen that shit, because bro, like he dead ass was like almost holding her about like by the hips while she's doing the RDLs on the thing. Like he was like that close because he didn't want me to look. And then after that, right after she got done with the set, he like said something to her, and then they just like went off and went to like one of the other benches on the other side, like one of the other flat benches, and his boy was still over there. Like crazy, bro. Like it was so crazy. Like I was gonna drop a video on it, but I was like, fuck it, I'll say it in the live because I really have too much to say on it. You know what I'm trying to say? But like I was like, damn, bro, it ain't even that deep.
Yeah, that's my only thing with women in the gym. You know, like as much as I love women just being in the gym in general, because it means they working on their body and they working to be healthy. It makes the energy strange with other
Yeah,
dudes because dudes start making noise. They start banging around baby ass weights, making hella noise.
yeah,
Deadlifting
yeah,
315, making hella noise. You know, grunting, being all loud, and trying to just look all big and bad and tough. And it's like we know it's just because it's that chick with the fat ass in the corner, bro. Like, just
yeah.
act normal. Just act normal.
Yeah. And like, bro, another thing too, there's this other chick at my gym. She kind of strapped too, but she does the same workout every single day. Like, cause I be seeing her, she wears like like the thing that like lifts the ass. You know what I'm talking about? It's like them leg straps. So she wear them, and she goes on like the stand and squat press and it's dead in the middle of the gym for everybody to see. And she does the same exact thing every single day, bro. I'm like, God damn. I just realized that today. I said, damn, this bitch been doing that shit like the whole fucking week, bro. Like crazy.
Hell yeah. See, dudes don't be hip. Dudes be thinking that chicks don't know when they got something that dudes won't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When chicks be in the gym with ass, you got to peep the different things they do. They say they got a big ass t-shirt on. They'll roll up the back so that it sit on top of the hip so that the ass is
Yeah.
showing. Or, say they doing whatever workout they doing. They stand up and look around to make sure dudes is looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
She be
or they
doing
or
that
they
too.
they, they start pacing around in areas they shouldn't even be pacing in, just for dudes to look at them and stuff like that. You got to look at what they be wearing, you know what I'm saying, which I ain't got no problem with. Wear what you want. If you look good, you look good. But they wear the leggings that like it look like they got a wedgie, but it's really not.
I was about to
It's
say them
up to
shits is
like,
fire.
yeah, like you could see two perfect ass cheeks just sitting like they be
Yeah.
playing games, bro. They be playing
Yeah.
games. That's why I be
I,
telling
I'm like,
dudes.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, dudes always be saying like, like I don't want to talk to girls in the gym because what if they feel bothered? It's like, bro,
You know
think
I
about it.
know.
They looking good for a reason. Of course they going to the gym, that's the priority, but they looking good because all women want to be bothered, quote unquote, by dudes they find attractive. It's only bothersome if you weird or if she don't like you and she don't like the way you look. But if you know you cool, you could socialize, you look halfway decent, don't be afraid to talk to no chick in the gym. You know what I'm saying? She'll let you know if she want to talk to you or not. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro. Like I was last Saturday, right? Not this past Saturday because I was with some chick at the gym, but last Saturday, um, I was um I was just doing my yoga, right? And this girl, she was like older too, like an older chick, but she was strapped, and she like so I'm on like the like right by I always stretch in the same spot every day. So she comes over, brings like one of like the little box jump things. It's one of them like the plastic boxes. She comes right over, like dead, like right next to me. She's stretching, doing all that bend over shit right next to me. And I ain't looking, but then on my way out, I just sparked a little combo with her, fucking got her on Graham. And that was that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't hit her up yet, but fucking yeah, like she, bro, it was like too obvious not to talk to her. Like if I didn't talk to her, I would have fumbled the bag, bro, because she dead came like right over to me. Like I'm not like within arm's length, bro. Like I'm not even capping. Like that shit was funny.
Yeah, like I know I follow like this is something I was already doing, but Ron Wheels put it in words for me. He was like, if you see a chick and you just be like, damn, like in your head, you like, damn, she bad. It's like go on and talk to her, bro. It's like, might as well. What up, Andre? Loyal
It's good,
subscriber of
bro.
mine. You know what I'm saying? But he said if he called it the damn principle. If you just look at it and you like, damn, it's like just go up and talk to her. It's only gonna take 30 seconds. And either you get the number or you don't, or whatever the case. And it was last week. Last week, this white chick, white woman, she had to be like 35, came in definition of thick, bro. Like, and she was powerlifting. She was on the bench press, definition of thick. And me and the only other black dude in the gym had one of them moments. Like we looked at each other. We was like,
That's
damn.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I knew she was older, like, in her 30s, and he was older. The other dude, the other black dude, he had to be, late 20s, early 30s. And I was resting, and he was waiting to get on one of the machine. He was waiting to get on the bench press. I was resting on the bench press. He walked over. He was like, he pointed at her. He was like, hey, bro, like, you want that? I was like, nah, bro, go ahead. Go and do you. He walked over. He looked like he hit it off. So I'm like, see, it ain't nothing wrong with talking to women in the gym. All you got to do
Yeah.
is know how to talk, know how to communicate, be clean, don't be musty, and you straight.
Yeah. And like too at the gym, I feel like it's almost easier like to talk to women at the gym because for me personally, like the person that I am now, I would rather pick up a chick at the gym than pick up a chick at the club, pick up the chick at a party. Like I'll go to a party. Like I went to one last Friday and it was just me and my boy, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, bro, and it's crazy too because now that I like switched up my charisma, switched up my swag, switched up me as a person, bro. This chick came up to me at the party and she was bad. And it turns out she's from Long Island where my roommate's from. And she went to my roommate's rival school. So she yo, Eli, what up, boy? And it turns out that she knows like one of my boys that's a rapper from Long Island. Like it's just such a small world. And you know what I'm saying? We hit it off right off rip. I'm probably gonna chill with her like probably this week or next week. But yeah, I was like, damn, like that's really a small world. And she came up to me and she was like, oh, hey, do you go here? Blah, 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 blah. Like I knew she was just trying to spark a combo. And I was like, nah, I play football at so and so, like at CSU, all this and the other. And then she was like, oh, where you from? And I said, oh, I'm from Rhode Island. But I was like, yo, you from Long Island, whatever, whatever. And she was like, oh, I'm from Long Island, like this, that, and the other. Then turns out she knew my roommate. And I was like, damn, we hit it off just like that. And like, she's a cool chick. You know what I'm trying to say? She wasn't mad drunk and sloppy like all the other chicks at the party was. So she was cool. And but my point saying that is like usually at the gym, I would much rather pick up a chick at the gym than pick up a chick at the party or at the club because I feel like it's just a different type of crowd. You feel what I'm saying? Like you get a chick at the club at a party, she gonna be sloppy drunk. She gonna be all like party chicks now for me is a no-no, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Like to even bother hanging out with a party chick or like take it anything further, like to have her like chilling around me. That's a no-no because I feel like all that energy she getting fucked down by mad dudes. Because bro, you know what it is when a chick goes to a party all drunk and shit. Like niggas be all pressed up on that, bro. Like you don't want that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I tell dudes all the time. Most of the chicks I meet, especially like with all this quarantine stuff, is in the gym. Bro, it's in the gym. And it like you said, it's easier. And it's easier because the gym is a lifestyle decision, right? When you a healthy person, like obviously well, I ain't gonna say obviously, just for me personally, probably you as well, I'm assuming, we walking up to the chicks where you could tell they in that life. Like
Yeah,
they look healthy, they look like they've been working out for a long time. That the gym is their lifestyle. So when the gym is your lifestyle as well, y'all already got one major thing in common. Y'all already have one lifestyle decision in common. So that you already hitting it off. And then especially, everything ain't fair, bro. When you look good in the gym, it's that much easier, bro. So, and
yeah,
when you look good, it's that much easier. And then we black. So let's keep it real. It's even easier because of that.
hell
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't even gotta say a lot. All you gotta say, welcome to a chick. Hey, we both working. I ain't gonna disturb your set too long, but I just had to come over here and ask you for your number, ask you for your Instagram, whatever a dude want to do. You know what I'm saying?
hell yeah,
It's that easy, Or I like putting my number in chicks' phones. You know what I'm saying? So for
yeah,
me, I'm gonna walk up, say, I ain't trying to disturb your set. I gotta get back to mine, but let me see your phone. Pause the music. Let me put my phone in your number, or let me put my
that's
number in
smooth.
your phone, and
That's
then
smooth.
either it's yeah or it's no, and we go right back to working.
Yeah,
It's easy to a lot of dudes be afraid of the awkwardness of like getting rejected or whatever. It's
nah,
like
you go back to your
it
set.
should, yeah, it's like it shouldn't be awkward in general, but in the gym, it's even less awkward because if she say no, it's like all you do is okay. Well,
Yeah,
she go back to her set, you go back to your set, and ain't nobody looking at you, nobody paying attention to you in the gym. So it's just you and her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly. And two, like I said, like you said too, I was just gonna say that too. Like at the gym, when I'm talking to a chick, I'll put my number in her phone, so that way she has to text me. You feel what I'm saying? And then after that, we'll spark it off. We'll hit a convo. Another thing too is a lot of the girls from my gym, they get me on on Instagram, and I won't even follow them there or nothing like that. Like get their gram at the gym and exchange with them. Like they'll find me through I don't even know who, but this one chick, right? She went and liked all my pictures and she slid up on one of my stories. And she goes to the gym and she's like, "Oh, I see you in there every day, blah 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 blah." And I had to DM her first, so because she liked all my pics and she slid up, so I obviously had to answer her. And then I was like, yeah, we should definitely get a workout in sometime, whatever, whatever. Take my number, text me. She texted me, and now I'm gonna go work out with her, like probably like next week or some shit before Thanksgiving. So like, it's just that easier, bro. Like at parties, bro. Like them girls too. I feel like party chicks compared to gym chicks, like a party chick is just I don't know how to word it, bro. They're just like sloppy. That's really the only way I know how to word it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like a party chick is just sloppy. Like
Yeah, I agree with you.
yeah, like there's this one chick that I was kind of messing with, and she's just a party girl, bro. I think I think I might have talked about it, like the hater party chick, whatever. And I'm like, yo, fuck, like nasty, bro. Like he's sloppy, can't fucks with it, cause bro, all that yeah, exactly. People be saying I'm an asshole, but I'm really not, bro. Like I don't think I am. Like I just don't entertain BS, bro. Like regardless, I'm just like, yeah, I don't fucking entertain BS. You feel Chris, do you get that a lot, bro? That you an asshole?
I've never been told that, but it's just a difference in demeanor. You know what I'm saying? Like I could
Yeah.
see why people would say that about you. You got the haircut, you play football, you got the eyebrow slits, you light skin. You know what I'm saying? So I could see why
Yeah.
people would say that about you. Um, but I've never gotten that. That's just me. But everybody's personality is different. So
Yeah.
even though me and CG both have confidence, it's gonna come through in different ways. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Some ways are more abrasive than others. Some ways a lot of people may just not be able to handle.
Yeah, it's
For
true.
me, just the way I am, I'm very friendly. I'm very welcoming. I'm very calm. I'm not very my energy is not that aggressive, you
Yeah.
know. So more people feel welcomed by me. Whereas like a guy like your confidence is very outwards. I'm saying you walk and you let people know like, yeah, I'm a confident motherfucker. Like, yeah, I'm that nigga. And so a lot of people just can't handle that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a real recognize real, just like a real dude, he might recognize your personality and he happy. You know what I'm saying? I love your personality because you confident. That's all I care about is you being confident, you being a man. And just like a chick, if a chick can handle it, she can handle it. And a lot of them like it. Some of them don't, but a lot of them do, so
Yeah, it's true. Cause I was gonna say we like two different, like on the confident spectrum, bro. I feel like me and you was like not polar opposites, but you were more that quiet, that more quiet swag, that more quiet confidence. You know what I'm trying to say? Where like me, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a pretty loud dude. I talk a lot, so like it's smooth because you see like two different sides, but like the same kind of personality. I'm trying to say, see two different sides of it, but like the same personality. It's like two different sides to the same coin, you know, which is kind of smooth because like another dude I would bring in that conversation is Tino too. And even Paul. I feel like Tino is more my type of swag, and Paul's is more type where your type of swag and confidence. You know what I'm trying to say? Because Paul's a more quiet, laid back dude, you know. But I feel like Tino too is more like my type confidence, like where he talk. You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. And that's necessary because guys have to know, guys who are learning how to grow into themselves have to realize that confidence is confidence. The way it's delivered is always going to be different. Being masculine is being masculine. The way it's delivered is always going to be different. That's why, you never really see me talking about stuff like masculine frame or things like that, because every dude's masculine frame is going to be different. Now
Yeah,
there's some clear don'ts, like not being hella goofy and, being emotional and stuff like that. But every man is going to display their masculinity different. Like some dudes are funny ass motherfuckers, so they're gonna be making jokes a lot. So, a dude might say, "Oh, I shouldn't laugh with the chick, right?" It's like, no, like some dudes is funny motherfuckers. They're gonna be sitting there laughing all night. Some dudes don't even smile. Like that's just who they are. They don't even smile, but that's how their masculinity displays itself. You have to
yeah.
have your own bag with this. That's what I was saying in my other live the other day. You got to have your own bag. Confidence, confidence. Masculinity is masculinity, but it's got to be you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, like me, like I don't break out doing backflips and cracking jokes all night on a date, but I like to laugh with chicks. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I'd be cracking jokes all the time. Like when I'm trying to think of an example. So this chick, right, that I used to mess with from my old school, um, I remember last year she was sleeping in my room, and one of my boys was on the other side of the other side of the room because like we was roommates and shit, and he was all drunk and shit, and he was fucking chewing mad loud on this Wendy's bag, bro, and he crumpled the bag like this, like not like thinking we wasn't awake and that we wasn't gonna fucking wake up, and he's crumpling the bag like this, chewing like this, mad loud, and she still hits me up. She's like, "Hey, remember that time we was chilling in your room, and then the homeboy Jack was being mad loud with the bag and shit." Like that's a memory, and we're always gonna be laughing at it because we was geeked almost all night after that. We were just laughing at him, getting him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I don't get why dudes say that you have to sit there like the fucking Terminator, like a Marine, straight faced all day on a date. Like you're supposed to laugh, show a little personality. Like another thing I'll do at the gym is if a chick is like coming up close to me on a machine that like it could be looked like I was using, I'll be like, "Hey yo, I was using that." And then be like, "Nah, I'm just fucking with you." And then she's like, "Oh my God," you know what I'm trying to say? Because that breaks the ice and that shows a little bit of personality. You know what I'm trying to say? So definitely.
Exactly, because laughter is a way of disarming anybody. Humor. That's how a person automatically relaxes with somebody. Like you cannot know a person from a stack of bricks, but say they walk up to you and they say something that make you laugh or something that was humorous. It's like, okay, you already got comfortable with that person. You know what I'm saying? So when you out with a chick, you say a joke or something, or you just a naturally funny dude, and you do something that she thought was funny and she laughed, you're disarming her at that moment. Like she's letting her guard down and getting comfortable, which makes it easier for you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Like you
Like
want. No, you go, bro.
I was just gonna say, like me, I'm a very dry humor motherfucker. Like I love like humorous stuff, but because I know it's funny, like I'm not laughing or smiling or nothing. It's like it's just dry humor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's always the bag I've been in. So and like I like to make chicks think. So you know how chicks do dumbass. Chicks aren't dumb, but they do a lot of dumbass shit. So say
Yeah.
a chick do something stupid, like I'm gonna say some dry humor, like a smart aleck type, like some smart ass shit,
I be
just to
like
make her
that too.
reconsider what she said, while sharing a laugh at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I'll give you a funny ass example. So the chick, right, that came to visit me up in New York. So she like there's my trash can in my apartment, and she walked past the trash can to throw something out. She's like, "Wait, where's your trash can?" And I was like, "Yo, that's it right there." And I was getting her. You know what I'm trying to say? But like, yeah, that's like a way to make her reconsider. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that dry humor, but making it funny. Y'all can laugh about it after. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and it's making her reflect on the decision she just made, which is something that women like in men. When you can make her think, when you can make her reconsider her decisions, when you can make her analyze what she's done. You know what I'm saying? Women like that, especially if you could wrap it up in a way that shows personality. It's like you killing two birds with one stone right there.
Definitely. But let's get on to this question. What's my opinion on Nofap is the best that you that's step one, bro. That's like square one of you getting right. You shouldn't be watching porn anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? It's 2021. He said, damn, how many bitches you don't worry about me, bro. Don't worry about me. But that's square one, bro. You shouldn't be watching porn. You shouldn't be doing none of that. It's almost 2021, bro. We gotta get this shit up out our lives, bro. That's square one to start, because one, it's going to give you more energy. Two, we talked about this, I think, in one of my other lives, bro, where like it just unwires your mind from being a sick pervert. We talked about this all night with my roommate, porn addict, broke up with this girl because she didn't please him anymore, talking about getting his ass ate, all types of crazy shit. So you shouldn't be watching porn anymore. Bottom line. Let me just leave it at that. Chris, take it off.
Yeah, like CG said, that's step one. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, to me, with Nofap, right? Obviously, it's unrealistic to ask every man on this planet, like, stop beating off and stop watching porn for the rest of your life. But it's a vice, so you need to treat it as such. You know, keyword, you know, if you just can't eliminate it from your life, which most men are not, like, at some point, you know, you might end up slipping up, or, you know, you scroll past some Twitter porn or something like that. But moderation is the key. Minimizing it, you know, is the key. It's just like an alcoholic. You know, if a person is addicted to alcohol, they, you know, they might go cold turkey or go through a process where they break the addiction first. You know, where they go without, so they break the addiction, and then, you know, once they break the addiction, then, you know, if they believe they can handle it, maybe every now and then, you know, they get a drink, they take a shot or whatever. You know, that's how Nofap should be looked. You know what I'm saying? If you can eliminate it for the rest of your life, do that. But I know that's unrealistic to ask of every man on this planet. So it's like, just eliminate it as much as you can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Like two, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like it's just for me, I haven't done it since junior year of high school. People think I'm lying when I say that, but I always had a rotation. I'm not even bragging about that. That's just fact. So I always could get whatever I wanted. My boys would make fun of me. They'd be like, yo, bro, like why you weird? You don't watch it. And I'm like, nah, bro, you're weird. This was before I even knew about this whole shit on YouTube. And I was just like, nah, bro, like you're watching people fuck. Like that's weird. And I was like, too, I feel like it just ruins it when I do actually like get some, you know what I'm trying to say? That was like before I even knew about this whole shit. So my boys would make fun of me because they didn't want to give it up. Most of them still make fun of me because I don't do it. And I'm like, it should be normal not to do it. You know what I'm trying to say? Well, I'm trying to flip this norm around. But yeah, I never really been into that. Obviously, we all when we was little, but now it's like, you know what I'm trying to say? Even back then, I was like, yo, fuck that. You know, don't get respect. Yeah, if you don't respect yourself, women won't respect you. No fact is your energy boost. Trust me. Try to lean off. Yeah, that's true, because it's in your mind too. You can't really get up. Please talk about how to text women. I'm having trouble keeping them interested to try to lead up to the date. You texting too much, bro. Set the date and get off the phone. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I do. Like I'll be like if I'm not gonna hang out with a chick and I'm not checking in with her, whatever, then there's really no point for me to talk to her, because that sounds kind of redundant, but there's really no point. Set the date and get off the phone. You feel what I'm saying? Because let's say a chick, she wants to hang out with me and she goes, hey, I would like to get to know you before we go out on the date. Obviously, we'll break the ice. I'm not setting the date and get off the phone right off rip, but I'm talking to her, get minimal conversation, then say, hey, yo, you want to get to know me? Let's hang out sometime. Let's meet up, whatever. We can meet here, there, and whatever. And then you get off the phone, set the date, get off the phone. Don't fucking sit there and pillow talk and chit chat all day, because that makes them lose interest. You feel what I'm saying? Chris, what you got?
Yeah, I agree. You take if you having trouble texting women, you texting too much. You know, for me, I don't like texting at all. I'm a FaceTime kind of dude. That's just me. So when I'm texting, like CG said, what am I texting for? I'm texting to get things done or to get answers. So when I text a chick, it's to set up a meetup or to set up a date. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a chick who she got some skin in the game, then every now and then, yeah, I might send her a text, you know, have a good day text, or have a productive day text. You know, if we've been messing with each other for a good amount of time and I'm actually liking her. But if it's just a chick that I'm just meeting and we like going on a first, I'm assuming this is like first date type things because you're saying you having trouble keeping them interested leading up to the date. So I'm assuming that's first date. For me, I've never had the experience where I've had to do that. You know, like text them constantly through the week up until the date. You know, when you set the date, you set the date. You know, you send them a confirmation text before the date, or you know, a day before, 2 days before, 30 minutes before, however you want to do it, and then that's that. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing that I have done before is, you know, say you set a date and it's like a whole week. You know, like say you set a date up with a chick on a Sunday for the next Saturday, right? So it's gonna be a whole week y'all ain't talking to each other. One thing I might do is text her and say like, hey, you know, let's FaceTime, you know, let's chop it up for a little bit. I just want to get to know you a little bit before we go out. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting her to feel like, like he want me to prove something, or like I gotta qualify myself for him or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we just chop it up 15, 20 minutes. We just talking, you know, because I like FaceTiming. I don't like texting. You know, I got homies who they text game is A1. I don't know how they do it. It's just them. I don't know how to text, bro. It's just I'm a FaceTime dude. If I'm trying to have a conversation, I'm only texting to set things up. You feel me?
Yeah, like I text too, and I can hold a conversation over text, but I like the FaceTime shit. You know what I'm trying to say? But I feel like too is like I'll be mad busy throughout my day, and then at night I'll be doing shit. So I really go with the texting game a little more, just because my FaceTime time that I want to FaceTime is limited. But that's how it should be. You know what I'm trying to say? You shouldn't be sitting there FaceTime with a chick for hours on end during the day. You know what I'm trying to say? Because that shows that you have nothing fucking better to do during the day. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel that. And for me, like when it comes like to time, the only reason I like to FaceTime more is because it's straight conversation. You know, when you texting, it's like, okay, you send a text, then she might, girls play games sometimes, so she might be her friends might be talking to her somewhere. She gonna wait 20 minutes to send you a text again, and then you done started doing something, so then you didn't even see it, so you done responded 2 hours later. At least that's always me. Like I'm just a really bad texter if it's not important. Like I
Yeah,
won't
no, me too.
respond for like 20 hours sometimes. So it's like if I could just FaceTime, and it's like, okay, 15, 20 minutes of entire conversation. It's not nobody waiting to respond. It's not nobody trying to figure out what to say. It's just flowing conversation. You feel me?
Definitely. And I feel like two people in the texting game now that we in 2020, people are always like, oh, you answer 20 minutes later, I'll answer 40. You answer an hour later, I'll answer 3 hours later. You know what I'm trying to say? Right? We start playing a game who's higher value and who can answer the slowest. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's kind of petty, but you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. But let's get on to the next question. Don't worry about me, bro. He said, what the hell? Porn is addictive. That's facts. Thoughts on semen retention. It's good, you know what I'm trying to say? It just boosts your testosterone, more energy. We talked about this before. There's always a question on this, and I love talking about it. It's just all about energy. You know what I'm trying to say? You holding your seed. Your seed's the most powerful thing you can have. I was just watching a video about, because Cam Newton is my favorite NFL player, as y'all probably know. Cam Newton and Antonio Brown is my top two. But Cam Newton talked about he went celibate for a whole month, and he said that he was feeling way better trying to cut out the intimacy, all this and the other. So like Cam Newton is an elite NFL quarterback. So he can testify to that. You know what I'm trying to say? We're just 30 days of just holding on to all your testosterone, all your proteins, all your minerals, all your energy. Shit's definitely definitely good. Chris, what you got to say?
For me, I think it's very beneficial. One thing with me though, when it comes to semen retention, is I think a lot of guys, since it's been introduced on YouTube, a lot of guys have pushed the goalpost a little bit forwards, and they've leaned up on what it actually is. So to a lot of guys have said that semen retention is just, just like damn near the same as Nofap. You just not nothing. That's not what it is. Like semen retention is what the one level of semen retention is being abstinent, refraining from sex. You can't be abstinent if you wasn't getting buns in the first place, right? So if you wasn't getting no chicks, you can't really do semen retention because you weren't having sex anyway, right? So that's one thing. And the second thing is that a lot of guys don't know or acknowledge the truer levels of semen retention, which is, you know, we talked about this before. I think, you know, having sex and not busting,
Yeah,
being
this
able
is
to,
fire.
yeah, being able to have an orgasm and not bust, which I haven't really figured out how to do
Yeah,
yet.
me
Being
either. That
multi
shit would
organ,
be fire.
like that's true tantric semen retention. So, you know, having sex and not busting, like that's a whole different like feeling right there. Like
Yeah,
you bang out 1,000 push-ups in a row type of shit. Like the energy you have is crazy, but the energy
bro.
you have from being celibate is crazy too. I remember Mike Tyson said he didn't have sex for 5 years in the middle of his prime because he was just so focused. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I can talk on the thing without busting because you know what I'm saying I've been getting pro at that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But so basically, bro, when you do it and don't bust, one, I feel like your testosterone is gonna increase from my personal experience, just because one, you're excuse me, you're hanging around women. So when you hang around women, your testosterone is automatically elevated because they produce a pheromone which makes your testosterone go up. That's what I read, and I agree with it because I feel it. My energy levels just go up. And two, it also was killing two birds with one stone, because if you hold on to that, one, it shows self-discipline, and two, it fucks with their head, it fucks with their ego, because we talked about this last time. Every other dude is busting in 30 seconds, 5 minutes, the minute man. And yeah, I can beat her up for fucking a half hour, 45 minutes straight, and she the one tapping out. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Round two, let me know. You know what I'm trying to say? So it definitely fucks with their head when you can hold on to it, because I'm to the point now where I can control when I do it, like straight up. Like, so that's the type of time you're trying to be on, bro, because it's killing two birds with one stone. You're keeping your energy to yourself, showing self-discipline, and it's going to make her more attracted to you because she's trying to get that out of you. You feel me?
Yeah. And I real quick, I want to acknowledge Dr. Fates, his newest what he just said. Where he said that's not true at
He
940.
said that's on.
He says that's not true because even if we don't have sex, energy is still building up. I agree, you're right. But my point is that semen retention and nofap are two different things. They're not the same.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys have made them the same because it's easy to get views that way. You know, think about it like this, right? You got flag football, you got tackle football. If I play if I play flag football, I'm not going to be saying I play tackle football. It's two different things. Yeah, I'm playing football, but one is requires more work than the other. One requires more discipline than the other. One is more fulfilling than the other. It's the same with nofap and semen retention. Nofap is refraining from masturbation and, you know, not beating your meat, which I encourage all men to do. Semen retention is refraining from sex or having sex without busting. That's a whole different level of discipline. That's a whole different level of energy buildup. That's a whole different level of everything in itself. So that's my point. Is not that nofap doesn't build energy. Is that they're two different things, and you can't try to blend them into one or try to say you practice semen retention when you haven't had sex in a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of dudes, they use semen retention as an excuse because they don't get girls. Not trying
That's
to diss
true.
nobody in this chat, but a lot of dudes, they say, "Oh, mama, on semen retention." Like, fuck, you gonna be on semen retention for the rest of your life, bro? Like, fuck out of here, bro. Like,
That's a fact. I made a video on that maybe a month ago, and
yeah, you did.
it's one of my most disliked videos, which I knew would happen. But it's like dudes just, oh, I'm on semen retention. I'm on semen retention. And they say, oh, I'm gonna just stay on semen retention and stay on my purpose and all this. It's like if you're actually doing that, that is 100% great. Like I encourage you, I push you, but let's be real. A lot of dudes are just saying that, and it's just because chicks didn't want to talk to them anyway. So now they're not true to talk to chicks, you
Yeah,
know. And their purpose is they just go to work and then come home every day. Like
yeah,
you can't you can't use the title to, you know, cover up your mistakes and your excuses and your withdrawals. You feel me?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Hold on, yeah, definitely. Secondly, I have no problem holding frame and keeping the sixes and sevens attractive, but the nines and tens, like, get me to fold at times and buckle. How to get to the point where looks don't phase me. Honestly, bro, it just all comes down to what the confidence you have in yourself. Because me, I feel like I'm entitled to a dime. I feel like I'm entitled to anything. So you need to have that natural sense of entitlement where you got to treat the nines and tens like a six or seven. You feel what I'm saying? It's just all how you look. Because you got to think about it like this. She's a human being. She pisses, she bleed too. You feel what I'm saying? That's really all it comes down to. It's like me playing football, for example. If I'm covering a 5-star receiver, or me covering some bum that I'm going to be playing during the season. You know what I'm trying to say? Where if I'm gonna treat them both the same regardless. I'm not going to step up or step down my game because my game is already on point, and I'm confident in my skill set enough to go out and lock down any receiver I play against, whether it's a 5-star receiver or a receiver with no ratings. You feel what I'm saying? For anybody that doesn't know what a 5-star receiver is, just a highly recruited high school player with a lot of D1 offers. So regardless, I'm gonna have my game and I'm gonna be confident in my game and my skill set regardless. That's how you gotta look when you on a date with a 6 or you on a date with a 10, bro. You just gotta approach it both the same. She pissed, she bleeds, she's a human being. You feel what I'm saying? Chris, what you got?
For me, the first thing is similar to what you said. My dad put it to me very well. He said, a woman's looks, they're just looks. Where does she get her looks from? Most of the time it's genetics. So it's like, why are you pedestalizing her genetics? If you're going to pedestalize somebody, it should be, her mom and her daddy, if anybody, you know what I'm saying, for giving her those looks. If she got a pretty face, she don't work for that pretty face. She can maintain it, but she don't work for the pretty face. Now, if she got a nice body, yeah, she could work for the body, but it's just looks at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's just looks. The looks are not, it comes with experience, because when you experience more cold ass females, you'll learn that the looks do not correlate to their behavior, their character, their personality. You know what I'm saying? Once you experience, some dimes who have no personality, some ace nines or tens who just, you talk to them and they instantly become unattractive, then you'll start to understand more. And it has to just do with being more masculine, because I said this in my live the other day, because a dude asked about masculine frame. Staying in masculine frame is just about being a masculine man. That's all it is. Like me, and probably the same for UCG. Like, I don't think about staying in frame when I'm with a chick. It's just how I behave. I'm just in frame because I'm masculine. I'm not thinking like, oh, masculine frame, I got to do this. It's just my behavior is masculine frame.
Yeah, me
So,
too.
but because he said this, he cool with the 6s and 7s, is because he's trying to stay in masculine frame, because he's not in his masculine self, so that when he gets with the 8s, 9s, and 10s, he loses the masculine frame, because it's not really in him, it's on him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
John said,
definitely.
you just got to work on becoming more and more of your masculine self, which will come with self-discovery, time, exploration, things like that. So, it'll just come with time and experience.
And definitely, like Chris said, with the experience too, I'm gonna take that off with the practice. It just comes with practice and chilling with more cold chicks. Because the more you get used to chilling with 9s and 10s, you're not gonna break out doing backflips. You're not gonna, because you're already gonna be experienced enough to know not to do that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mr. Keep It Simple. He's exposing literally all the red pill coaches. No, I haven't heard of him. I don't know if I'll even go look. I don't really watch as much content as I used to, because I feel like I was kind of ODing with it, overlooking in the situations, whatever. TG shows looking straight. Appreciate that, bro. Damn, that's tough. He exposed them. I feel like too is, I hate to say it, but I feel like AMS and Steph is cold. Chris, I was actually going to talk to you about this like in private, but we can do it on here too. Is that I feel like a lot of these coaches that I used to watch give advice rooted in pain. You feel what I'm saying? Because I found myself thinking about that shit too, and I'm like, damn, like sometimes I'll be like overanalyzing situations and not getting mad, but getting like, I'm gonna just say it, getting mad. Like I'll try to find a different word from it, but I feel like a lot of the things that I would do to avoid not getting hurt, but like avoid being vulnerable, avoid getting hurt, avoid even like being respectful to people, because you would listen to some of the other coaches on there and think, and then I was talking to my boy Dario about this yesterday. He was like, yo, bro, he's like, you just got to be careful how much content you're taking in, because you a type of dude where you look at that and you think like, oh, they're goats, all this, that, and the other. But then you got to really look at what they're saying. A lot of their shit's rooted in pain, rooted in anger. You know what I'm trying to say? What do you got to say about that, Chris?
I wholeheartedly agree. I have a video on that too. A lot of these content creators in this corner, everything they talk about is, just look at their content, right? Everything is about, okay, why do females cheat? Why she still looks at you as a beta? Why she will never be loyal? why she will never this and why she will always look at you like that. Like just off titles and stuff like that alone, you can tell everything they have to say about women is negative. Now, like, is it advice that dudes should, be hip to or know about? Yeah, but if everything you have to say about women is why they do these negative things and why they look at you this negative way, then that lets you know right there where their information is coming from. Not to put my own dick on the table, but you rarely ever see me talking negatively about females on my content, because it's just, I don't care about the negative side of females like that, because I don't mess with females who are bringing me headaches. I want to let dudes know, okay, well, how she gonna be when she like you, how to improve your social skills, how to know when she feeling you, what are some things to know when she's really trying to vibe with you and kick it with you. I want dudes to know the positive things that a female
Yeah,
is going to do when they like you, not the things that a woman is going to do when she doesn't like you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because I feel like too is that there's a misconception that's going around on YouTube that all women cheat. All women do. I mean, I would say most 95. I would say all women don't cheat. You know what I'm trying to say? But obviously there's going to be situations and fuck's just going to happen. And two is that a lot of the things that I found myself, because I had to do a little bit of self-reflecting when my boy said that last night after we got off live and I finished watching the football game, because I meditate before I go to sleep. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Like Dario brought up a really, really good point. I hope he's watching this right now. But I was like, damn, like he's like, bro, like you put out good content, you put out funny ass content, because I know you're trying to make people laugh, but he's like, you gotta watch the type of negative message you're trying to spread on your channel, because people look at that and they think, yo, this dude's wilding, you know what I'm trying to say? So I had to do a little bit of self-reflecting. And a lot of the shit I do talk about is negative, and I want to clear that up with the viewers watching right now, is that like I talk about all the fuckery and shit that happened in college because one, I'm a funny ass kid and I can put that out in a way that makes y'all laugh. And like a lot of the shit I'm talking about is true, but it's also the stuff that women do when they don't like you. You know what I'm trying to say? But I really haven't talked about the shit that happens when she does like you. You know what I'm trying to say? So I want to clear that up right off rip. I don't think all women cheat. I don't think none of that fuck shit. I think a lot of them do. I think especially my age group, most of them do, but not all of them. You know what I'm trying to say? You got to find that good one. But I don't think that all of them do. No, I feel like that's just a misconception that goes around on YouTube, because their audience is a lot of angry, hurt dudes. You know what I'm trying to say? So you got to watch
Yeah.
it. Don't fall into that category. You know?
Yeah. Two things on that. Like with the women cheating, anybody is capable of cheating, especially a woman is very capable of cheating. But a lot of dudes neglect the man's part in the woman cheating. You know, most women, I would say a small percentage of women are going to cheat on a real man. You know what I'm saying? Very small percentage of women are going to want to cheat on a real man. Most of the women cheat because they're not with real men. They're with men because they can provide, which is nothing wrong with. If you want to get to that bag, get to that bag. They're with men because they provide a lifestyle. They're with men because of this and that, and not because of who the man is. That's why a woman will be much more likely to cheat if she doesn't just like you as a man first, and then for the things you can bring. You know what I'm saying? When she only likes you for what you can provide or the lifestyle you bring, hell yeah, she probably gonna cheat because she probably don't even like you. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, one day someone pointed out to me, and then I looked for experimentation purposes, is to even just look in the comment sections of certain content creators versus other ones. With certain content creators, their comment sections are all like teenagers. It's all them just saying a bunch of goofy ass dumb shit, just a bunch of like dumbass emojis. It's like just little kid shit, stuff that appeals to, high school dudes. Whereas you might look at another dude comment section and it's intellectual comments, or it's actual adult men in the comment section speaking and giving thought. In your comment section, the people that listen to you are a reflection of you and your content, the persona that you give online. So if the people who listen to you are immature and don't have nothing intelligent to say, all they got to say is like a bunch of dumbass shit, that's a reflection of the energy that you give it from your content. Whereas if you have mature young men or adult men listening to your content, giving input on your content, that's a reflection of the energy you give through your content.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. What you eating, bro? I just got rice and beans and a little bit of adame, however you say it. I think it's edamame, however you say it. It's like a
Edamame.
yeah, edamame. It's like a green pea protein. It's mad good. Rice and some black beans. I got my Chipotle bowl too, but because I got that shit yesterday. I'm telling you, a cheat code from Chipotle is you get like a burrito on the like a burrito, and then you get the side. Say, hey, can I just get a side of rice and beans? You load that bitch up, and they don't even charge you for it. Hack the system. How you get my shoulders like that? Just get shredded, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Do a lot of supersets with the shoulders. Shoulder press, max out shoulder press probably like once a month. I hit 125s for 2. My shoulder was screaming after that. I'm never gonna get that high again just because my labrum's torn, as y'all know. Got PT tomorrow morning, so I'm never gonna go that high again. But really, try to max out and push yourself and just do a lot of supersets because they're gonna get shredded. Like you can't even see because my lighting's kind of shitty right now. But my shoulders is really, really cut up, and on my left side, I got like a shoulder vein going. You know what I'm trying to say? So that all comes from just a lot of supersets, because when you do supersets, tears a muscle and it gets that increased blood flow. So when your blood flow increases, one, you're gonna get more shredded because you're shredding the muscle and you're gonna have a low body fat percent. And 2, the vein is gonna come because of more blood flow. Your veins are gonna get popping more. Take an L-arginine, take an L-citrulline, have a pre-workout. It's gonna make your veins pop and your body fat's gonna get down. It's really how I got my shoulders like that. Chris, what you got to say about that?
Shoulders can be a very stubborn muscle. You know, for most dudes it is. Some dudes are genetically gifted with big ass shoulders. But for most of us, shoulders are very stubborn. So with shoulders, you either have to give a lot of intensity or a lot of volume, preferably both. So with me, I love the overhead press. So I do a lot of high intensity overhead press. I'm talking 10 sets of singles. I'm talking 8 sets of 2, you know. And then on the weekend, when I want to do more high volume, I'm doing, you know, 5 sets of 12 on lateral raises and then 5 sets of 20 on rear delt flies. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a lot of volume and a lot of intensity into them shoulders.
Yeah, definitely. Like with me too, when I work out my shoulders, I'm just doing like a lot of volume and then high intensity too. Just like you said, like I'll do maybe like 4 supersets of 16. So I'll go like the frontal raises, the lateral ones like from the side, keeping your elbows like this, and then the lateral ones out. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's getting all 3 parts of my shoulder, and it's just getting it shredded. And I do 16 reps of each. So that's like a whole ass burnout set. And I'll do 3-4 of them sets. So it's just a lot of fucking volume, you feel me?
But see, like what Bang Bitches said. He said if there is always a guy with more money, swag, and more dick, these women gonna cheat. They don't care. I'd rather be mostly to test myself so I can replace her without getting hurt. See, having that kind of mindset is a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? If you walk around assuming every chick you get with is gonna cheat on you, that's because you don't think you're good enough as a man to where she's not gonna want to cheat on you. You feel me? All women have the option of cheating. You know, women get dick thrown at them left and if they're a 4 or above, they get dick slanged at them every single day. You know what I'm saying? All women have the option to cheat, but there's plenty of men who get cheated on because they real ass men. When a woman makes decisions, their man is in the back of their head. You know what I'm saying? They actually care if they man were to find out they cheated. They would actually feel guilty if they cheated on a man. They would actually feel disappointed if they cheated on a man because that man is a real man. You know, now if you're not a real man, yeah, you might as well assume every chick is going to cheat on you because you're not bringing everything to the table. You're not doing your job as a man and being a leader. You know what I'm saying? A real leader, people who are under his leadership are not going to want to step out and step on his toes. Like LeBron James. LeBron James has people under his leadership. They don't want to hurt. They don't want to get on LeBron's bad side. Everything they do, they hoping that they getting closer to LeBron because he's such a good leader and he brings so much to the table that everything they do, he's in the back of their mind. Now, if you got a bad leader or you got somebody who's nothing more than a boss, then they're not going to care about cheating or getting on your bad side because they don't like you anyway. You feel me? So if you got that kind of mindset, that's a reflection of who you are up here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that too. And another thing that I wanted to say is that it's a lot in like the culture. You know what I'm trying to say? Like a lot of people, like on the YouTube especially, they just think, oh, everybody's like that. Oh, everybody's this, everybody's that. And I kind of want to start changing that message too, because a lot of people just say, oh, they're trash, they're this, they're that, and the other. But like you gotta really look at yourself too. You know what I'm trying to say? Like Chris just said. Hold on, let me see. AMS got drawn. I was talking about shit about the main time. I mean, he's right about them like bitching and crying on YouTube. I feel like a lot of dudes like that just sit there and bitch and cry about you on YouTube. We talked about this, I think, on Red's channel too when we went live. Is that a lot of dudes just sit there and bitch and cry on YouTube, but they don't want to change within themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? Look up Dancing Bear. What's that? Chris, you ever heard of that, bro?
Hell no.
Yeah, me either. Can you explain what the Dancing Bear is, bro? Please. That's how when you mess with it. Yeah, he's right. You are what you attract. You know what I'm trying to say? If you on your grind and shit, and if she does, like the mindset that I have, if she cheat, bro. It is what it is. Next. You know what I'm trying to say? It's really all it is. I'm not going to get hurt, cry, get upset about it. Yeah, that's just going to hurt, but you brush your shoulders off, you shrug it off, and you get back to the grind, bro. It is what it is. You'll find another chick. You'll find better. You feel what I'm saying? When do you know it's time to step back? Yeah, the content, we talked about this last night. A lot of the content is getting regurgitated. But really, when you start to overanalyze situations and get angry, which I had to do myself, that's when you got to take a step back. Like I'm just starting my step back stage like now. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I used to believe all the stuff that everybody's trash, all this, that, and the other. And that was the energy I put out. And I was actually hurting a lot of people that I feel like was down for me. Like I have to make amends with a couple people this week just because I feel bad within myself. That, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, because I was talking to my boy Dario about it, and he was like, bro, like you really fucking up relationships with people that are down for you. You know what I'm trying to say? So take it from me firsthand is that once you start getting angry and you start overanalyzing situations, time to take a step back. You feel me? Because I'm actually going to make amends. I know AMS said don't apologize, but you know what I'm trying to say? You can't listen to everything he says because his word isn't God. You know what I'm trying to say? Where it's programming just as much as society programs you. Chris, what you got to say on that?
You know you've listened too much and it's time to step back when, say you do get in a situation with a chick or with chicks and all you know is what they've told you, right? So you might be sitting at a table or walking with a chick and all you thinking is what this guy said or what this guy said. What did this guy say I should be doing right now? What did this guy say I should look like while I'm sitting at a table with a girl? What did this dude say I should sound like when I'm talking to a chick? Like when all you know is what they said and you don't have none of your own bag, you don't have none of your own fundamentals, that's when it's time to step back and really take the time to build your own game up. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you use terms, if you bring it into real life. So if you unprovoked use terms like red pill or alpha male in real life, like on some goofy shit, that's a sign. Like I got a homegirl who said she went on a date with a dude and he literally said to her face that he was an alpha male, like to her face, like on all goofy shit. Like that's one of the ultimate signs you got to step back, bro.
Yeah, like a lot of people will say to me now in person, they'll be like, "Ooh, light skin alpha." Like I know they're clowning me and shit. Like I want to get away from those terms because I don't want to be put in that category. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just use the terms because I feel like on YouTube, like you got to break it down and show like the different groups and different whatever it is. But you know what I'm saying? You really got to start stepping away from them terms. And like definitely I agree with you that once you start overanalyzing situations and you start thinking, oh, they said this, so what do I do? That's when you know it's like you got to step back. You feel what I'm saying? Because take it from me, like I have to, Chris, what would you say? Would you say apologize or just be like, yo, I was acting up like this, that, and the other? Because I don't want to go, oh, I'm sorry for doing this, that, and the other. But like, how would you break it down, bro? You know what I'm trying to say? Because he like, my boy worded it in a way where like he was really making me self-reflect. I was like, damn, bro, I got to go out here and at least make shit right. You feel me?
For me, I only apologize about things that I did when I lose control and I do things that are out of character, right? So let's say I do something that was wrong, but I meant it when I did it. I'm not going to apologize, even though it was wrong, because I meant to do it. I deliberately did it. You know what I'm saying? But let's say, I don't know, I just lose control of myself and I get emotional and out of control and I do something that I know I shouldn't have did. I didn't really want to do it, but I did it in the heat of the moment. Then that's when I would apologize. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's just my perspective on apologies.
Yeah. Nah, I agree with that. I'm I'm gonna make shit right, but not apologize. Because I feel like I was right in everything I did, but you know what I'm saying? Because I meant everything I did and said, but it's just like if you don't want to come off with put out that negative energy. You feel what I'm saying? But Red, what was you gonna say, bro?
I'm gonna say this, man. Hold on one second. I'm gonna say this to John Seb's question because I actually like this. Go on your channel right now and check out how many guys you are subscribed to that talk the same way that we do, all right? Look at the 5 last videos that they've done, right? If they are about high value, how to pick up a chick, how to run game, how to be an alpha male, and beta male stuff, unsubscribe from them right now and watch your world change, right? Because I think around this time, right, and I do agree with what you both just said, right, and I like this, and I want to comment on that. If you guys are spending a lot of time, and a lot of guys that are spending a lot of time, and this is the time where you're at a crossroads. This is where the black pill shit starts coming in. And I don't like talking about them dudes, but this is where that shit comes in. The thing about it is that a lot of these guys will spend money on, and look, listen, I'm a hypocrite. I super chat, Book of Alpharonomy and all these other guys, but they support my channel. But the thing about it is I don't spend a gargantuan amount of time watching their content anymore. Why? Because I'm first off making my own content and doing things in my own way, and have collab with these two gentlemen right here. We have our own thing in which and it actually gave me a different perspective, right? Because I want to talk about things that we are going through rather than the things that you already know. Like, oh, she's for the streets. Oh, be alpha. Like, and honestly, I'm going to say this, man. If you consider yourself an alpha male, I'm going to test you on it, right? A lot of guys say that they're red pilled, but I got women that I got coming onto my channel that I'm interviewing, right? A lot of people think they are a certain way until certain people come up and they are caught off guard, right? And I know, right, that a lot of guys are going to either unsubscribe from my channel and or try to find the women that I interview, right? These are the same guys that say no marriage, no cohabitation, no LTR, none of that stuff. But when I bring women on, they change in an instant.
Yeah, a lot of dudes talk that talk, but they can't walk the walk. Once they get cold feet when the pressure comes. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's facts. That actually happened, like in the quote unquote manosphere not too long ago, maybe 6 months ago or whatever. So I'm not gonna name no names, but content creators I don't necessarily listen to, but I heard through the grapevine of what happened. So essentially, they were like 6 of them. They would do panels all the time, talking this, and that about alpha males and lack of femininity, and all women do this, and that, and all of that, right? But then one time they let a chick on their panel, not gonna say her name, but they let a chick on her channel who was starting her own channel. And then she gets on the channel, she gets on the panel, and all their demeanors change. They start yelling at each other. They start trying to cook each other. You know what I'm saying? She was disrespecting them, like on their own live. And they let her come back on like time and time again. And they were funding her channel. She was buying equipment off money they were giving her. They were always super chatting, having her on their streams, even though she was blatantly disrespecting them. And they talked all that talk beforehand. But then once a pretty chick came on who never showed her face, she had a pretty profile pic, and she had a very soothing voice. I'll say that. Never showed herself on cam, but they giving her money, all of this, just because a woman showed up. So what Red said is 100% facts. Dudes, a beautiful woman is going to test who a man is. I have a video coming up on that this week.
That's fire. What up, Paul? We got the whole panel out here. Yeah, sir.
It's not even Saturday. What the fuck?
No,
Saturday.
Saturday we about to go hard, bro. Because I can speak a lot on mental health. I can do an own stream by myself just talking about mental health. Because,
but I will say a lot of the red pill community, right, in the red vitamin community, right, we are getting to a point where the regurgitation of the information that is being said, a lot of guys are waking up to the fact that these things are not going to matter in the long run, because like right now, high value, right? That shit's out the window, right? No one can work. Everything's getting shut down again. And your high value ain't going to mean shit to a woman that's going to fleece you anyway. We got the female dating coaches and all these other females that are coming into the manosphere, fleecing, one up in these high value men, right? All these women that have been watching the manosphere since the beginning are now infiltrating the manosphere and now saying to the same guys, hey, look, listen, you know what? I agree with you. You guys should be high value for us. You guys should be alpha for us. You guys should be doing, and I see it all the time. I'm like, yo, these are the same people that get on our case about the shit that we say. That's some shit, but
I don't know. Next question. If you attracting low-minded females, that means something negative. Honestly, that's a really, really, really good question, bro. And I want to ask y'all that too, because I'm gonna just take it from my experience. It's like me, because I feel like too, you are what you attract. You know what I'm trying to say? I consider myself very positive. I obviously consider myself high value, whatever, all the above. But I still will occasionally talk to a chick that has baggage, talk to a chick that has some type of issue, some type of negative energy around her. So I don't know if it's a reflection of me, or I don't know if it's a reflection of the circumstances that I go out. Because like I said, we was talking about this earlier. Like maybe you meet a chick at the party, she got some baggage. You meet a chick from mutual friends, she got some baggage. You know what I'm trying to say? So what do y'all think on that?
I'm gonna go last.
All right, so I'll go first. So, man, you can't avoid low vibrational people. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you are what you attract. You know, what you attract is a representation of who you are and what you're manifesting and what you're vibrating at. But at the same time, not everyone that you come across is going to be high vibrational, this, that, or the other. Not going to be, spiritually in tune or, in tune with themselves to be able to, have a positive mind and not hold negative energy behind them. You're being high vibrational. You are upping your vibration and like getting in tune with yourself, doing all these practices, semen retention, working out, eating healthy, so you can have the discernment and the energy to like protect yourself against all this worldly stuff, against all these people with all these bad baggages that are trying to attach themselves to you. Because when they do try to attach themselves to you, you're gonna have the discernment, the ting, the light bulb in your head to say, oh, I gotta get out, I gotta step away. So even though you do deal with some low vibrational people, it's impossible to avoid all of them. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to talk to people. You have to be a social person, live a social life of abundance. But in saying that, you need to have the ultimate discernment to know who belongs in your life and who belongs, who deserves certain amount of times that you're able to give out. You know what I'm saying? If it's like a low vibrational coffee shop worker, you walk in there, you get your coffee and you dip. You don't need to have any longer conversation with them. But if it's a classmate that you see every day, you discern yourself around that. You talk when you need to talk, or you become that beacon of light that shines so bright that they start wondering, hey, what do you eat? Oh, you work out? Oh, what else do you do? Spirituality? Oh, snap, female nature. Oh, all this. And before you know it, they start, changing themselves because you were that vessel put in their lives to help put them on the right path. That's all I gotta say about that.
So I'm not going to necessarily, speak on vibrations or things like that, because I don't know about that kind of stuff, so that'd be irresponsible. But I'll change it to, just when you become a person of quality, right? So when you become a man of a certain quality, as your quality starts to increase and increase, right, you will naturally repel certain people and attract certain people, right? So people who are of a low quality, like I want to say, people who are of low quality don't even like being around people who are of high quality, because it makes them uncomfortable. It makes them feel very inferior, So in my experience, as I've increased my quality, low quality people who I may have hung around, I noticed that we are now distancing from each other more and more, just because I don't like being around them as much and they don't like being around me as much. You feel me? I've started to attract a lot more higher quality people in my life, or the people who are on my same They've lengthened life. They've stuck around. They're still here. You feel me? So, like Paul said, you are what you attract. Even if you may think you're of a certain quality or a certain confidence level or whatever you want to call it, you still have to soul search and know what's going on subconsciously, because you can think and feel whatever, but whatever's going on is going to go on. So if you still attracting low quality or, like you would say, low vibrational people, but you feel or think you at a certain vibrational quality, then maybe you have to really do a really deeper dive into you and your self-reflection.
So, I mean, I'm not going to talk about that either, but I'm going to talk about who I am as a person. All right. I'm a guy that likes peace. All right. I like peace. I like quiet, and I love tranquility. I love it. I love it. Can't get enough of it. All right. And here's the thing. A lot of guys like to find people who they are similar to and or kind of equal to, right? In that instance, right? If a woman likes peace, quiet, and tranquility, I can hang out with that woman. If she doesn't, we'll have a schedule, okay? That's my instance, right? But and I will say this, man, in this journey, and I think one of my friends, he made a video about this, and I'm about to interview him pretty soon. He made a video saying, when you take this journey, right? When you take this red vitamin journey, whatever you want to call it, stoic journey, whatever you want to call it, you actually repel a lot of women. You actually get a lot less women than you do getting more of them. The reason why is because you are raising your own standard, right? You are making yourself into a better person. And in that instance, you are getting less women rather than getting more women. But CG says.
I said that last night. I don't know if y'all remember in the live. Sorry, I got a mouthful of food right now. But I said in the live last night that now that my standards have upgraded, I won't go take home any chick I met at the party. Go take home any chick I met at the club. You know what I'm saying? I gotta actually get to know the chick first. You know what I'm trying to say?
And that's the thing, and that's kind of the thing about it, man. Like I look for a woman that loves peace the same way that I do. I look for women that I don't find women. I look for women, right, that like the same things that I do. They like long drives. They like to be at peace. They like to do the stupid romantic shit, because I'm an artist. I like to use my imagination. I like to make a woman feel happy and whatnot. I like to make her laugh and all that junk. But that's the type of thing in which I attract. I like to attract those types of women, right? A lot of guys in this thing, they want to attract women that are not like them, okay? And then they find those types of women and they try to make them in their image, right? You will not make a woman in your image. You are going to lose your mind trying to make a woman into your image.
Yeah, you can't change a hoe into a housewife, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
And that's just the thing about it, man. You are and a lot of guys are looking at the old, and I'll say it. There is an old manosphere and there is a new manosphere. A lot of guys look back to the old manosphere hoping that it would change, but it is not going to change. I'm telling you this right now.
Definitely. If you ask a woman if she will take a 12-inch watch, how she don't ever get attached. She's never yours. It's just your turn. I mean, you right, but you're not right in a sense, bro. Like you right in the sense that like don't get attached, but like obviously she can get took at any time, but the likelihood of that if you're on your shit is slim to none. You feel what I'm saying? Chris, what was you going to say?
Man, listen. With all due respect, things like this are what expose lack of experience. Just off the strength of saying, ask a woman, would she take a 12-inch?
Most women ask her that.
Man, not even about asking, but when you've gotten with enough women, enough women, most women can't even handle a 12. Like, it's a very small percentage of chicks on this planet who are size queens. Like they need that 10 or they need that foot long, but that's a very small percentage. Most chicks can only take 6, 7, 8 at max, maybe if that. So
Yeah.
saying stuff like that right there is what exposes the lack of true experience a dude has with a woman. Talking about a 12-inch, like a chick a look at a 12-inch like just to marvel at it, like that's a long ass dick, but like they don't want to have sex with a 12-inch dick. That's not the vast majority of women can't even do it if they wanted to. You feel me?
Yeah, like
it's pain.
You'll be in my prayers, dude. You'll be in my prayers.
And I feel like too, bro, it's like,
with all due respect, I want to remember, this is bang bitches. This is all due respect. I'm just trying to make this a teaching experience.
Yeah. I didn't mean to laugh at what you were saying. I was just laughing because like I would never personally go ask a chick, yo, would you want to take it? Like, what I'm trying to say. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Is that sex is in her mind first. Sex happens in the mind before it happens in the bedroom first. You need to be able to get a chick thinking about you before you go lay it down. So it won't matter if you have a 12-inch or 6-inch, anything under 6 is kind of, what I'm trying to say. I feel like it kind of would put her off, but like 5, 6, whatever the case may be, is that she's not going to care if you're doing it up here, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? You could have the 5 to 6 and you still could be laying it down because you got her up there first. You got her in the head first. You know what I'm trying to say? What y'all got on that?
That's 100% fact. I have a video on my channel that I have a car video I made like back in the summertime called "Does Size Matter?" because a subscriber asked. I was like, yeah, it matters to an extent. You can't have no microness, you know what I'm saying? But if you are at least averagely endowed, it has much more to do with what's up here than what's going on down there. You know what I'm saying? When a woman really likes a vagina is a reflexive muscle. It can expand, it can shrink, it'll do all these shape shifting. It does all of that. When a woman really is infatuated with you, her vagina, in layman's terms, is gonna mold itself to your meat, basically. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a 5-inch, she gonna like that 5-inch. It's gonna feel like 12. If you got 7, she gonna like you. I mean, if you got 7 and she like you, yeah, it's gonna feel like 12. It's gonna feel like the best thing she ever had inside of her. That's the whole thing. It's not always about the size. Now, if you're well below average, then you're gonna have to learn some other skills in the bed. But if as long as you are at least averagely endowed, maybe a little bit below, then you good as long as she's infatuated with you. And if it's just a chick you meet at the club and you take her home and all you got is 4 inches to give, she gonna be sitting there like what the fuck is this? Like I don't feel nothing. She gonna be checking her Apple Watch while you inside of her, like checking text message. Like, yeah, but if she's really infatuated with you, it's gonna reflex to your meat.
Facts.
Yeah, I got to touch on that question real quick.
Yeah, Paul, get us right, bro.
Chris, was it you that you posted the video about that some dude talking about the body game and how he was in the gym training this one chick? And yeah, so that's basically what's going on here. It's all we talk about females being so emotional, right? Emotional first. That's really what it is. You know what I mean? Emotions is the name of the game. So it doesn't matter how long your shit is, as long as it's like reasonable, right? If you get her here first, you get her head running like a hamster wheel, thinking about you, day in, day out. You're sent. Just you just standing there, and she smells your cologne. It's just gonna get her aroused just like that. So where a 12-inch won't arouse her because it's not yours. You know what I mean? Because she's thinking about you all the time. You know what I mean? By the time she does get with you, her mind is running so much.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is just 1, 2, and then she's so emotionally stimulated. She's so stimulated up here that it's just game over. And you know what I mean? It's all a matter of you getting her here first. It's not as much as looks as it is for us, where we get aroused based off looks, off how she looks like, if she's our type, if eye candy. It's not like that for women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
They see you and break you down fully, because biologically, women look at guys for strength. Because back in the day, they looked for a dude who could, the biggest, strongest, hunt the most, protect and provide the most. They look at it more psychological than physical, like guys do, who look at women for fertility, for who could produce the most offspring. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you get her like that, You get her mind thinking about you as the most dominant or the most, satisfying dude that she can get in that moment, which is what all that matters with women, timing and the moment. You get her in that moment just like that, wrap it up and put it under the tree for Christmas because it's over. You know what I mean? That's all I had to say.
At the end of the
Another. Oh no, you go ahead, Red.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's all about the imagination. What are you making her think about? Because that's a lot of that kind of just goes into it. A lot of guys just don't know how to make a woman think about you. A woman's not thinking about the penis size as much as she's thinking about what is this guy gonna do for me? Like yeah, does size matter? Yeah, a little bit, but a lot of the time, what are you doing to make her want you? All right, because a lot of women, they got guys in their phones that they ain't really thinking about. All right, they're gonna fleece those guys, and they ain't really thinking about them, all right. But then there's you. There's the guy that is in the imagination, and whether or not she's thinking about you or not, there is something that leads to the imagination of why do I now want to do what I want to do? Why do I want to text him? Why am I afraid to do so? But if you're not doing that, then I don't know why you're asking that. These questions are, I don't want to sound harsh or a dick, but honestly, these are like the reason why I kind of just say, you know what, the cold approach videos, the alpha male videos, I ain't doing those. You guys need the truth, which is you guys need to step back from half of the shit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The other thing I was gonna throw in was that's one of the other detrimental effects of watching all that porn. Dudes are walking around thinking that all chicks just really can first handle and want 10, 11, 12, 27,000 inch dicks. It's like, no, that's performance entertainment. Most of them that don't even feel good when they doing it. Some of them are size queens and they like it, but a lot of them porn star chicks don't even like the way it feels when they taking that giant, log. It's just entertainment. It's acting. You know what I'm saying? Most chicks in real life cannot even take that much, even if they wanted to. It's gonna hurt. They're gonna be screaming and crying in pain, not the good pain. It's gonna be the bad pain. You feel me?
And I will say this, Chris. A lot of the time, and a lot of guys don't understand it. A lot of actors and actresses in the biz, because I have a mentor that has done the adult entertainment business. There are horror stories that have gone on inside those studios. Okay, a lot of the times, like Bang Bros and all those other big name adult entertainment, they're unionized. Right? You want to know the reason why they're unionized? Because porn stars, porn actresses, and stuff like that. They wanted certain things to be unionized, including the crew, right? The reason why certain things need waivers now, unions. The reason why certain things won't go in towards the porn industry, unions. You want to know why certain things have been banned in porn, unions. Just letting you guys know.
That's crazy.
Look at the adult entertainment industry, and that's why I don't like talking about it. Because the adult entertainment industry is a dirty ass business. And a lot of guys think that a lot of guys wish they could be porn stars, but just like the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, it is a lottery. The reason why is because there is a supply, there's more of a demand on women than there is men. Women make more money because they're taking a lot more of the damage. The guy is just there, right? It's harder for a guy to make it in the industry because a lot of guys think that, okay, I got to be the washboard ab, Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray type guy. All right. 70s and the 80s, it was a different time. All right. Some people just didn't have it. But when it came down to it all right, a lot of people just said, you know what? We need to change the aspects of how we do porn. And that's why you kind of see the porn in which you do today. I actually do know. I want to actually interview some porn stars on my channel because a lot of those guys, a lot of them actually have some like good and bad stories about the adult entertainment industry. And a lot of guys kind of need to understand that, like, porn, the way that, you look at it, it's not good at all. Right. And I know, because, I've been requested as a stagehand to be a part of the adult entertainment industry. I refused certain jobs. Some certain jobs I actually took. And behind the scenes, it's like, dude, the porn stars, they have to prepare themselves to be taking all that sausage and all that baby batter and all that stuff, man. Like, it is a mental preparation. It's like literally doing a theater, right? It's not the best job in the world. It doesn't pay much, but that's the business in general, right? You are entertaining the masses.
Yo, I caught the illest cramp in my leg, bro. God damn. But yeah, let's get on to the next question.
But I'm gonna catch you guys, man. I'm gonna peace out.
All right, peace out, Red.
All right, man.
Good night, bro.
Appreciate you popping out. Dancing Bear is a bachelorette thing where a guy walks around like male strippers and all the girls call him. Damn, that's crazy. I found out because the guy got cheated on before his wedding. I mean, yeah, that shit happens at the bachelorette parties. Like, it is what it is, bro. That's life. Alpha is a way of life. You don't have to prove it. You are right about that. If you don't have to keep beating your chest saying, "Oh, I'm alpha," your actions and your energy should show it. What y'all got to say about that?
No, it's true. I mean, LeBron James don't have to walk in the room. Let's not even use LeBron James. Some eighth man on the NBA team who may not even be known by anybody don't need to walk around saying he an NBA player, because he already know he an NBA player. He one of the top 400 basketball players on the whole planet. Even though nobody may know who he is or know what team he play for or know him at all, he don't have to tell nobody because he know he play in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Alpha male or a high value man, whatever the case is, he don't have to advertise to people. You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't have to tell everybody I got waves. And if a nigga question me, I tell him go to my Instagram.
Fact. Yo, Paul, remember that dude in I think Chris,
I already know, bro.
The dude in the Black Pill Live.
Come on, bro.
He was trying to get y'all. That dude was funny as fuck, bro.
He could kick rocks, bro.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. I remember.
Dudes be funny as fuck. I feel like y'all are the new upcoming life coaches channel pushing it better.
Shout out to Sublime Consciousness. That's my brother, bro. I need to do a video with Sublime. Y'all know who he is?
Yeah. I've only seen a couple videos on him though.
That's my boy.
Name the names. Oh, I think we was talking about the channels that was what was it? It was the channels, Chris, you was talking about them. The channels that was doing the panel with the girls, with the women. That yeah, nah.
I'm not naming no names.
CT Meyer want the smoke. That's what it is. We ain't here gossiping. I'm very antisocial. I know I'm not gonna get. See, that's the attitude, bro. I'm change that.
That explains it. That explains it all.
Is that when you think, "Oh, I'm not gonna get women," "Oh, I'm antisocial," "Oh, I'm this," "Oh, I'm that," you're manifesting that, bro. You're thinking that on your own terms, and that's what's gonna come to happen. When you think you're ugly, other people will treat you like you're ugly. When you think you're this, that, and the other people will treat you as such. You know what I'm saying? You need to treat yourself as a glowing, attractive, masculine man. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't manifest, "Oh, I'm antisocial. Oh, I'm not going to get women. Oh, I'm ugly. I don't care anymore." Because deep down, bro, we all want ass. Let's face it. I'm not trying to grill you, bro, but we all want ass. You know what I'm trying to say? So you should go out and just, as you should, focus on money so I can pay for a threesome, bro. You don't want to do that, bro. You want to earn that shit on your own, bro.
He trolling.
Hey, bro. No, he not trolling, bro. He dead ass serious. He's serious, bro.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I recommend you look up a channel called Soft White Underbelly. They do a lot of interviews with pimps, strippers, prostitutes, and they've interviewed some tricks, right? Like self-identified, bona fide tricks. And if anybody don't know what a trick is, it's just a dude who pays for sex. That's what a real trick is. A dude pays money for sex or female companionship from a prostitute or a hoe. And almost all of them say that the more they've paid for sex, the more they hate it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was something they couldn't get. They paid for it, got addicted to it, and now they addicted to being a trick. They don't even like the sex. They hate that they spending all the money, but it's the only way they get in the sex, and they don't like it. They don't even enjoy it. It's done more harm than good. So I'm just suggesting you reconsider that thought about focusing on money so you could pay for a threesome. You feel me?
Yeah, bro. Like
and just paying for a threesome is not as easy as you think it is.
Yeah. And another thing too, bro, is like I really want to go into like Get Star just said, you become your thoughts. Words are important. You are what you think, you are what you manifest, you are what you look at yourself as. What you look when you look in the mirror and you see yourself as, and that's what you think, that's what you are, bro. Like you need to look at yourself, oh, I'm attractive, oh, I'm glowing, oh, I can go talk to a chick if I want to, oh, I can do this, that, and the other, and just have the confidence, excuse me, to go do so. And antisocial, you can change that because like we said earlier and like we say almost every live stream, every video we do, charisma is built on a mouthpiece, bro. Charisma is confidence that you can talk to people and you just work on that shit every single day. It's like a muscle, bro. You work it out and it's going to get bigger and bigger. You feel what I'm saying? You need to work on your mouthpiece and talk to people so your social skills naturally improve. You feel me? What y'all got?
Being antisocial, like you said, bro, it's practice. You just got to start getting out there. Like I would say for me, I wasn't this good as talking to women as I am now because of just watching videos. As much as I watched so many videos, right? The videos didn't teach me nothing. I mean, like it did, but it didn't just like click like that. It didn't. I didn't just walk up to the first girl automatically, boom, boom, wham, bam, thank you, bam. It didn't work like that. I had to get the door shut on me a couple times. Couple this, couple that, and then I started seeing, oh, so this is how it actually works in the field. You know what I mean? While actually stepping on these rocks, while ducking and weaving these missiles. Nah, it's different from seeing it on TV than actually doing it yourself. You could watch someone play, and you could watch every single 82 games of the NBA regular season. Put your ass on that court, and you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? You got to play it yourself. You got to see it yourself. You got to go out there. You are antisocial. Realize that's what you are, and go out there and fix it. Attack that problem. Go out there, start talking to people. Start talking to the cashier. How was your day? Go in the gym. Start talking to the receptionist. What's going on? Am I the first one here today? That's what I always say when I walk in the gym. I'm the first one here today? Yeah, you're the first one here again. Damn, y'all can't get rid of me, can't y'all? Just sit like that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get comfortable talking to people, and that's how you start to slowly break down the barriers. That's all I got to say.
Definitely. This dude asked a really good question. Do y'all feel like you can build a solid chest with just push-ups and weighted push-ups or a combination of both? Yeah, you can. You can get solid, but eventually you need to graduate to the weight so you can really get that brolickness. But Chris, what you got on that, bro? I want to hear your answer on that.
Yeah, a solid chest, yeah, because a solid chest isn't like as big as you think it is. Just to have some solid pecs, and it's gonna depend on your morphology and genetics. Like me, I'm a very torso dominant guy, so my chest, my back grow hella fast. So that's why I even do push-ups like I used to anymore, because they were making my chest grow too much. You feel me? Whereas a guy who may be limb dominant, his arms and shoulders may grow hella fast, but his chest and back may grow hella slow. So he might have to be doing 400 push-ups a day to get a solid chest. You know what I'm saying? But you could definitely build a solid chest, with just push-ups. It's a basic movement, never fails.
Definitely.
All I gotta say to that is, if there's a will, there's a way. Like I said, bro, I was in my backyard doing the same thing over and over and over again, adding more and more volume, really killing my muscle with no weights, with resistance bands or with 30-pound dumbbells. And you just improvise. And when you want something, the power of the mind is not a joke. When you want something, you will go after it. You want a bigger chest, and if you truly want it, guess what? You're going to get a bigger chest, not because you were sitting down and you woke up with one, but because you wanted it so bad that you did those 5 sets of 50 push-ups, full range of motion, that you kept doing it over and over again. You did declines, you watched YouTube videos, you started putting everything in a book bag, and you wore the book bag and you did push-ups. You know what I mean? You started investing in yourself because you wanted it so bad. You know what I mean? That's how manifestations work. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And another quick thing with the push-up thing is variations of push-ups, right? So when you get really good at push-ups, you upgrade the variation of push-up you do. So you start doing plyometric push-ups. You start doing your Hindu push-ups or your planche push-ups or your plyos, your clapping push-ups. You push-ups where you flutter arms out, push-ups where you clap behind the back, push-ups, Superman push-ups. You do stuff like that where you can only do 10, 15, or 20 to keep it from getting boring. To make it more fun, make it more exciting, make it more challenging. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. What can I do for workouts? Definitely push-ups. Invest you in some bands. I'm trying to say some bands and some Chris, what was you talking? The hoops What was you talking about?
Gymnast rings.
Yeah. The gymnast rings.
Yeah, but those require a certain level of body weight strength already. Like I wouldn't recommend a dude go straight to the gymnast rings, but like if a dude could bang out, 10 pull-ups, 20 dips, 30 dips, then as long as you got that baseline level, I would suggest the gymnast rings.
Yeah, definitely. But definitely bands for workouts. You want to do push-ups, do some weighted push-ups, like Paul said with the backpack, banded push-ups. You can do face pulls with the bands. You can do curls with the bands. You can do a lot of shit with the bands. You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to invest in those.
Yeah. Another thing that I'm surprised I didn't see a lot more dudes do like over the summer was sandbags. You can make your own sandbags. That's what I did. You could go to a military store, a military surplus store, get you some heavy duty sandbags, get you two like 36-inch ones for, $20 a piece. Go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever hardware store, get you some gravel, or you get sand, whatever you want to mulch, fill the bags up with whatever. You can have you a 20-pound, a 40, a 60, a 150-pound sandbag if you want. You know what I'm saying? You could do a lot of stuff with that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Do y'all believe in high volume lifting heavy for low reps? Because guys are better. Chris, what you got on that, bro? I want to hear your answer.
All of it. I believe in all of it. I made a community tab post today where I was talking about one of the reasons why I prioritize lifting heavy is because in order to get stronger, my muscles have to get bigger anyway. So one of the aspects of increasing my strength is growing my muscles. So yes, I'm doing my deadlifts for heavy sets of singles. I'm doing my triples on squats. I'm doing all my heavy lifting, but I'm supplementing that with my 4 sets of 12 on hammer curls. I'm supplementing that with my 5 sets of 20 on rear delt flies. High volume and heavy lifting in combination, I believe in all of it, especially as a natural lifter with no, PEDs or nothing. You have to be balanced, because if you're not balanced, you could mess around and get an injury. You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons why I do high volume, aside from just having bigger muscles, is for prevention. If I'm doing a heavy ass barbell row for sets of 3 and I got weak biceps, I can tear a bicep. It's that easy. But if I have stronger tendons, stronger muscles, that will help me avoid an injury in that form or fashion. So I believe in both.
Yeah, me too. Because I was gonna say, as an athlete, you know what I'm trying to say, I got to be able to put up a heavy weight, but also be strong enough to rep out the lightweight in a lot of reps. So definitely all of it.
Paul, you had anything to say on that?
Oh yeah. So all I gotta say on that is whatever makes you motivated in the gym. Like I said before last time, we walk in the gym with 2 different goals. Someone wants to hit numbers, or someone wants to look their best, or a combination of both. Do your workouts that you believe in best reaches your goal. If you want to squat 5 plates on each side, I don't even know how much weight that is, right? Squat 5
that's
plates on each
505.
5. You want to squat
495.
495. You want to squat 495. Why are you doing, 215 for 20? You know what I mean? Why are you doing 135 for 30? No, bro. You need to get the weight up there. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. So I don't lift heavy, right? I don't lift heavy. So I squatted 315 for the first time yesterday. I did 3 reps. Bruh, I couldn't even walk out the gym. I was like, what the fuck? And my friend was like, yo, you look like you could squat 4 plates on each side. And I squatted 3. And I was like, look, I don't squat heavy. I don't do that. I train for reps. He's like, damn, bro, you fooled me. I'm like, bro, I fooled myself. I can't even walk out of here. So it's different for everyone. Your goal is different. Will I squat 315 again? Yeah, bro, that was fun. I'm gonna see what I could push. You know what I mean? I'm push my limits. But that's not my goal. 315 was never a goal of mine. Some people walk in the gym looking at the three plates on each side, motivated, like I'm ready to get this. For me, I was like, how many reps do you think I could do? 2 or 3? He said, you could probably do 5. I knocked out 3. I said, nah, I want to hit 5 next time. You know what I mean? Rather than up the weight. It's a motivation for you. Figure out what your motivation is for you and attack it.
Definitely. And when you push in the new max too. Wait, not Chris, you go.
Oh, I was just going to say another reason why I encourage everybody to do both so much is because they carry over to each other. Getting stronger is going to help your volume. Your volume is going to help your strength. and you can use them at the same time. Like, for example, today, right? I'm looking at my workout right now. My third exercise I did today was close grip incline bench. So what I like to do is I work up to a 2-rep top set, meaning I build up to a weight where I can only hit 2 reps, and then following that, I do 3 sets of 12. Right, that's a method called post activation potentiation. Not to get too scientific, but the more weight you lift, the more muscle fibers you enact and activate and lighten up. So when you go to a lighter weight, it feels even lighter. So you could do even more volume. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm getting the best of both worlds at one. I'm getting that 2-rep heavy, and then I'm breaking it down to get them three sets of 12. You know what I'm saying? So you can use them to help one another, if you want to do that. Like Paul said, it's all personal preference.
Yeah, definitely. Like for me, when I'm pushing the new max, what I do is I just load on. Sorry, I got a mouthful of fucking food. I'm trying to get my last meal in for the day. But usually what I do is when I talk about going Super Saiyan in the gym, like I actually go Super Saiyan. Like I don't just sit there and not walk the walk. I just talk the talk. I walk the walk too. What I mean by that is I go in the gym, I dead push my limits. You know what I'm trying to say? My boys say I drag it and I'm going crazy, this on the other, but I'm trying to do and push a new level to like push my body to a new level. So how do you get to that new level? You need to go and fucking push yourself every single set. You feel what I'm saying? So when you trying to max out, like I don't know if y'all watched my squat video. So I was doing the half squats. I didn't go ass to grass because I don't think I could do 505 ass to grass. But half squats, what I do is I went from 465, because before 465, I said in the video, was my old nemesis. I could not ass to grass. I got 465, could not get it. So then I was like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to rep this shit out and make it look easy. So now next time when I do go ass to grass with the 465, it's going to be lightweight. So then I went from 465. I said, you know what, bro? I bodied that shit out for like 5. Let me go to 485. Threw on a fucking 10 more pounds. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. 495. Throw on another plate. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to 505. So take off the 25s, throw on the 10s, and then try to rep that shit out for 3. I probably could have kept going, but my back started to hurt. So my point in saying that is you got to keep pushing your fucking limit if you want to reach a new level, because eventually you're going to plateau. So you need to push them numbers to the point where you can't do it anymore, and where every rep is a struggle. Every rep is a fight. So how do you do that? Let's say I'm trying to go squat. I'm going to shoot for like 550 half squat. So what will I do? I'll just keep loading on a 5, a 10 on each side and just keep going up till I can't anymore. That's how you're going to push a new plateau. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that's what keeps it fun, because like I said, it's like a different world for me now. Like I look like I could lift, 400 something because of how much volume I do with all these lunges, with all these, deadlifts, with all these, all these different leg variational exercise with all the volume. It just forced my legs to grow bigger because it was just too much pressure. It was almost like endurance. There's sprinting where it's like quick, and then there's long distance where the muscle has to get torn for a longer period of time, which is what I was forcing. So now that I have the aesthetic look, it's something new. Something new could pop in my brain, like, hey, let's start hitting numbers. And it's just another motivation that just keeps you in the gym. So just find that motivation, find that fire.
Definitely. Y'all got any advice for me? I used to live hell and I was getting gains, so I got some back stomach problems. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna take this question off first. Is that I think that if you are a detrained athlete, I believe that's the term for it, and you used to lift weight, and then you were getting gains, and then some shit happened, and you had to stop working out. If you do figure it out, I can't really give you a solution other than find foods that don't upset your stomach. But if you're a detrained athlete, you'll be able to put that muscle on quicker. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was a detrained athlete for a while, and then I reached I plateaued for a while when I got hurt, fucked up my back. And then once I got right, my gains was crazy. So if you figure out what the problem is, I would go see a doctor. But if you're a detrained athlete, the good news is, bro, the grass could be greener on the other side, because if you just start fucking fixing the problem and putting in the work, you'll get bigger than you were before. You feel what I'm saying? Chris Paul, what y'all got?
In my opinion, I'm no medical professional, but first, before asking about weights and stuff, get the stomach problem checked out. It could be a myriad of things. My assumption is always, maybe it's a biome issue. Maybe you are eating foods that are messing up your gut biome. Like I said, I'm no medical professional, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But and you, so I'm assuming it's keeping you from gaining weight is what you meant to say. And that's very vague. You didn't say, are you trying to eat in a surplus? You didn't say, are you trying to lift more and you're not gaining? Or you just said, you just haven't seen any weight gain, so very vague. You didn't give us a lot of important information that would make the question easier to answer, but get the stomach problem checked out first, go to a doctor. And then when you get back to the gym, just go back to doing what you were doing, bro.
Definitely. Are y'all dodging relationship? That's a good question, bro. That's a good question. I don't know. There's this one chick that I'm messing with right now. I might go purple pill for the winter. I don't know. I don't know. Cause she cool, you know what I'm saying? She cool. We gotta figure some shit out, but she cool. So I don't really know. I'm open to it, but the right one has to come along. You know what I'm trying to say? It's gotta be like the right one. And I don't believe there is a one like a soulmate, nothing like that, but a right one, right person, right circumstance. You feel what I'm saying? What do y'all think on that?
You go, Paul.
So, back when I was first starting with this, the red pill stuff, and I didn't have any experience on my own. I took too much information too fast, and it kind of scared me away from relationships to where, I would have good women in my life. I'd just say hell no because of what it could lead to and like all the negative sides that were just pushed in my face through these videos. You know what I mean? Because it was just only negatives. And then when I started to realize and see the other side through experience, as of right now, I'm not dodging any relationships right now either, but neither am I just looking like deer in headlights looking for one either. If it comes, it comes. Whatever attracts me. You know what I'm saying? But what I did learn through this journey are the checklists. I have a checklist now. And if red flags pop up, they're not being ignored. So, if a girl comes through with a good mindset, she's like for me, she wants to join the team and she wants to like help like propel further and stuff like that. And she's on her purpose too. She's on her spiritual ground or whatever it is she's doing. Then why not? You know what I mean? If she's really down for you, why not? There's no reason not to unless you generally just don't want to. But as for me right now, I don't see why not. You know what I mean? If she deserves it, if she's like a good person to add to the team, to help improve, to help elevate with, yeah, I'm down for it.
Definitely, Chris. You go on that.
So I don't dodge anything that I think can be beneficial on my terms. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it don't make sense, it don't. Currently right now, I'm in a relationship with 3 different chicks. I don't
Me too.
like, I don't say like, oh, they're my girlfriends or nothing, just cause like, I don't know. I just don't call them my girlfriends, but I'm in a relationship with 3 different chicks and it makes sense. It's beneficial for both of us. I get something from it. They get something from it. You know what I'm saying? I only tell dudes to avoid relationships if it doesn't make any sense. If there is nothing that you can get and there's nothing you can give, then don't even bother. Because it's a lot of time, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of balancing. Because you have to understand, women are already multiple women in themselves. So 3 different women is like 9 different women. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of balance, control. You really have to have a damn near complete understanding of yourself, at least as much as you can, because dealing with 3 different women is like dealing with so many different people.
Yeah.
It's easy to lose yourself, and it's easy to lose a lot of time, waste a lot of time, and it's easy to waste the beneficial things that can possibly come from it if you play the cards right and know how to lead correctly.
And another thing, yeah, that's a smooth ass point. You sounded like Future when you said that, and that shit was tough. But like, what I was gonna say too is like, it's just we in college, you know what I'm trying to say, and they don't go to my school, so why would I get in a long distance relationship in college? Because I already know how it would turn out, and I'm not even saying that to sound pessimistic. It's just I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Is that for somebody like me, bro? I don't have time to be fucking sitting there stressing what she's doing, all this and the other. And I know a lot of chicks now in college, you know what I'm trying to say, they want to go to the parties, they want to do this and the other. So obviously I know that they're gonna be drunk, they're gonna have dudes fucking on them, they might slip up, and I just don't even want to deal with the drama, don't even want to deal with the BS, to even want to be exclusive with somebody like that. Like obviously I'm open to it, but like right circumstance has to come along. You feel what I'm saying? And another thing too is that fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, like nah, it's just yeah, I'm open to it, but it's got to be the right circumstance. That's what I said for the winter. You know what I'm trying to say? I could go exclusive for the winter with somebody, and then be like, look, go back to school and be like, look, like you do your thing, I'll do mine. We'll get up when we get home. But Chris, what was you gonna say?
It also just depends on the kind of relationship, you know, like when our relationships aren't exclusive. You know, there's no we never verbally agreed to being exclusive. So there's no hard set exclusivity, you know what I'm saying? So whatever they might be doing, they might be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they doing. You feel me? I don't be worried about it. But when they're not with me all at the same time, but when one of them is with me or when another one is with me and we're in each other's presence, that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on what they're doing for me and what I can instill in them. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of exclusive relationships, I would say I'm dodging that. I ain't doing that right now for me personally. But having just relationships, because relationships could be a lot of different things. I don't dodge relationships at all. You know what I'm saying? If you find that chick that wants to be with you and wants to help you and motivate you and benefit you, then if it makes sense to have a relationship with that woman, then I don't suggest, but you know, you make your decision.
Yeah, that's smart. Cause like you said, it would make sense. Like I feel like long distance doesn't make sense. I feel like long distance is like dating an imaginary friend. Because why would you, not to sound like that, but like in a female's perspective, why would you want to, or even in my perspective too, why would I want to honor something that's not even there with me in my presence? You know what I'm trying to say? So like it wouldn't make sense. Another thing too is I personally kind of get bored of exclusive relationships just because, you know what I'm trying to say, like I'm always used to having women around me. So I feel like I just get bored of it. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not against it. If the right one comes along and we hit it off and she knocks my fucking socks off, then, you know what I'm saying? I'll think about it if she's the right person. But I just be getting bored. You know what I'm trying to say? Just one chick all the time. It's like, you know what I'm trying to say? What y'all got?
I feel you.
That's
It's
another.
different for everyone,
No, you
right?
go ahead.
Okay, it's different for everyone. So somebody they might want to be exclusive, somebody might not. You know what I mean? Someone might be, you know, get bored real quick, while the other person's content. In my experience, I'm not afraid to get exclusive with somebody, but I'm not afraid to leave you either, because it's the point of like I know myself too well and mastering the ability to be alone and you know going through this hardcore you know spiritual awakening and all this that and the other. You know what I mean? So if we were to hit it off, right, and say, you know, I'm talking to you talking to me, and then we're, you know, shit hits the fan, and we're in a regular relationship, and down the line, things get even better. You know what I mean? And we get exclusive, and say you do something shady. Hey, I'm not hurt. You hurt yourself. You know what I mean? You lost me. You know what I'm saying? You lost the lottery ticket. Just like we put ourselves at surprise, and we know what we bring to the table. If you messed up, that's on you. So getting bored of other people as a reason why not to be exclusive, that's your reason. You know what I mean? While someone else could be like, I don't really mind it. You know what I mean? Like same person every day, this, that, and the other. It's like, you know, how can I make a comparison? You driving the same car, you know, at the same time, there's things you could do to fix the car up, or like, you know, like go to the gym with that person, you know, learn new things, do new this, that, and the other. It's other things that you could do to keep it, you know, interesting
Keep
rather
it
than
fresh, yeah.
keep it fresh, keep the spark going, you know, staying busy. So by the time we do see each other, there's always something to talk about. You know what I mean? There's always something new. I wasn't just sitting on the couch chilling with you all day, and at the side of looking at you makes me be like, hey, I gotta head out. You know what I mean? So it's different for everybody. But all I gotta say is know your worth, so you could just leave in a moment's notice, because you are not no one's rag doll. You're not to just be like toyed around with, because you know your price tag, and you'll never sell yourself short.
Long distance
Yeah.
is like different schools. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like I just in college, it's just kind of ludicrous, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? But is that a couple of chicks, right? they that I'd be talking to, they try to like not force me in a relationship, but like bring it up a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? They hit you with the oh, what are we? And I always say, oh, we just vibing. You know what I'm trying to say? I'll be saying, yeah, we just vibing. We don't need to change it up right now. We chilling. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And then they change the subject, and that's that. But you know what I'm trying to say? I was thinking about it for the winter because I was like, you know what? Like some of these chicks is good chicks. And my boy Dario, is Dario still in here, bro? Dario, if you still in here, say something. I was talking about the convo we had earlier. I actually want to get y'all input on this too. Paul and Chris, because y'all are the two most like the two wisest dudes that I know. Is that like I asked Chris earlier too about like apologizing because like I kind of did some dickhead shit to a couple of chicks, you know what I'm trying to say. So like Dario was telling me that like not apologize, excuse me, not apologize, but just like make shit right. What I'm trying to say. So Paul, what you think about that? Put out some good energy and be like, look, I was being an asshole.
Oh, you was being an asshole and you messed things up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You good, bro. You don't. If it depends on the situation. If you want to, keep this person around, keep this chick, keep the, the relationship going, the, non-exclusivity going, you let her know straight up, hey, I was doing this, that, and the other, and I want to take accountability for the things that I've done and let you know that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? You want to own up to your junk and be accountable for it. You can, but no one's telling you to. You know what I mean? There's always like a route to a route to take. You could tell her, hey, I was tripping, blah, 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 blah. Just want to say it's my fault, this, that, and the other, whatever, whatever happens after this, it happens. But I just want to let you know I'm taking accountability for what I did. And, what I'm saying, I shouldn't have did that. Because that only
Because I meant everything I did and said, but I just feel like an asshole. You know what I'm trying to say?
If you meant it, if you knew it was you at the moment, then you have nothing to be sorry for. You know what I mean? That was you at the moment. But if you feel like you were in the wrong and you didn't do nothing wrong, like you truly meant everything you said, no matter what it was, then that was truly you. And whoever's feelings got hurt really isn't your problem. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you said like I was drunk and I said some dumb shit, bro, yeah, you own up to that real quick. But if you said I said this and I meant it, and you said I'm sorry for it, nah, bro. If you meant it, you meant it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Another thing I want to talk about to bring it back to the relationship piece was what Paul started with saying was that it's all about, it all depends on you. I think one thing that YouTube has done negatively, like our corner YouTube has done negatively, is it has every dude thinking that he has to have a rotation. Like he has to have multiple chicks. He has to have this many women, or else it's like
he's a failure.
Yeah. And the thing with that is every man is not meant to be able to even deal with that many women. Like I know some dudes who literally have like 10 chicks around at a time. Can't do that. I don't even like being like having that many people like relationship wise in my life like that. My max is 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes are only gonna enjoy being with one chick. I know dudes who have gotten rotations because they heard somebody say, rotation, and they didn't even like it. It was like, bro, this is too much work, too many emotions I don't feel like dealing with. I just want to be one woman. And some dudes hate having one woman. Some dudes hate having 3. Some dudes need 8, 9, 10. So it depends on the man, which comes with understanding who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It comes with being able to be humble enough. It's really not even being humble, because if you don't like it, you don't like it. But being okay with yourself to say, you know what? I don't even like having all these women. I don't even like having 5, 6, 7 women. I don't even like having 3, 4 women. I just want 1, or I just want 2, or I just want 3. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to be able to recognize that within yourself. Rotations are very okay. They have, but they're not they're not what dudes think they are before they have them.
Yeah. Like I do want the one. Like, I'm trying to say, just want that one so I could just chill out and be cool. But like running a rotation, like take it from me, bro. It's a lot of fucking not entertaining, but a lot of you got to do this, you got to do that.
It's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? It would be cool to just have that one, and like I'm open to it, but what I'm trying to say, if she's not coming along, then I'm gonna keep running my Duke starting 5, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? But like I'm torn in the middle where like I would love to get the one, but then I feel like I would get bored. Some shit could happen, you know what I'm trying to say, where shit could hit the fan. So it's just nice having like the option, because if somebody acts up, it's like, you know what I'm trying to say, because chicks do that to us. Like, let's face it, chicks are running most girls are running a rotation, I would imagine. So not in college, I feel like, not in the real world, because I really can't speak on the real world because I'm not in it. But I feel like in college, from my experience, is that I feel like most chicks run a rotation. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe that's
hell yeah! Oh my god!
yeah.
I mean,
And they be trying to deny it.
Mhm.
I think it just depends, bro. Cause like I know, best believe I know chicks that got their rotations of dudes, but most chicks I know don't. Most chicks I know don't. And they pretty, they might be cold, they might be bad. Most of them I know don't have a rotation. Now they have a rotation of dudes who give them attention. You know, they could talk to all day. They got the dudes in their DMs, but they don't have like rotations of dudes who, I feel like having sex, I'm gonna call him. Or I feel like I want to have sex, I'm gonna call him, or him. You know, most girls I know that have rotations, it's merely a rotation for attention. You know, it's just the dude they know who would take them out to some expensive place, or the dude they know who would talk to them all night if they get bored. You know, I don't know that many chicks who have rotations of dude for dick. I know a few. Let's believe I know a few. I wouldn't say most. That's personally for me. Could they? Yes, but a lot of them don't even like. I don't know how to word it, but a lot of them don't even be doing it like that for real, for real.
That's crazy. I did not.
In my experience, for me,
because I don't know, because like you could be right, because you know what I'm trying to say, but like me, I think about it as like this, bro. Like every chick that I'm messing with, they're probably talking to somebody else, because why not just look at it like that? Because I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna call them beautiful. I'm not gonna sit there and play with their hair and do all that other shit. Sit there and pillow talk on FaceTime all night. So I feel like that they personally go look for the affection somewhere else, and they look at me as like the chase. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the shit like that.
See on that end, I agree. I think if a dude is above I think if a chick is above a 4, she got dudes she talking to, you know, communicating with. But I think I just never really think about that, because it's like, you know, chicks will talk to anybody, you know, and she only gonna talk to the dude if he talking to her. So it's like I never really thought about it. Chicks like how they talk to us, but absolutely right. They have rotations of dudes just, well, like I said, for attention. You basically said the same thing. You know, they have attention rotations, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll wrap this up at 11:15, because it's getting a little late. I want to go to bed and meditate and read. I'm reading Thinking Grow Rich again. That book's kind of fire. Could y'all fuck? I don't know what the quote on the alpha female is.
Could y'all fuck with the quote unquote alpha female? Oh, he's saying like, he's actually, I don't know why he wrote quote unquote like that. Well, not to be an asshole, but it's quote unquote, not quote unquote. But I know what he means. So he just saying like, could you mess with an alpha female? Now, I guess the first question would really be, what do y'all think an alpha female is?
Hold on, Dr. Fate. Are we gonna watch the Justice League movie in 2021? Let me get that out there. I didn't even see the question, bro. Yeah, I'll probably fucks with it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If I got time, I'll watch it. But y'all fuck with the quote on alpha female. She ain't gonna be alpha around me, bro. She'll feel my energy, and she'll get feminine real quick. What y'all got?
Alpha female, man. Honestly, what do y'all think it is? This is what I'm gonna predict it is, because I don't know. I'm going on a guess right now. I think this is like a female that's like real, you know, on the feminist movement, where she's on the I don't need a man, and I'm that girl. I'm my own boss. You know what I mean? And because of that, I'm gonna have to start taking in masculine traits, masculine, you know, dominance, and start, you know, be assuring things for myself, doing, you know, independent, doing my own thing, and I don't need you for nothing. That's what I think an alpha female is. And personally,
I hate girls like that, bro. Like they're so mean, bro. They're so mean. You say what up to them, you hold the door for them. Oh, I don't need you to hold the door for me, fuck nigga. Like, I'm like, God damn, man.
Some are more upfront like that than others, while others are more like, you know, subtle with it, where you try to like give them a little flirtatious joke, and then they'll tell you, hey, something like that. And it's like, all right. If an alpha female, like, she's in my life, nah, it's gonna be a regular mutual friendship because it's not my job to turn you feminine. It's not my job to change your role or anything like that. You got to figure yourself out. And if she wants something, if we do get into it, she wants something more, nah, you got to kick rocks because we're not compatible. You know what I'm saying? There's not going to be two masculine people in a relationship. It's just not going to work like that.
Polarity.
You know what I'm saying? But that's basically it for me.
Yeah, so personally, I think there's two kind of alpha females, right? I think there's the quote unquote alpha female, and then there's the real alpha female. So first, about the quote unquote alpha female, to me, is just the chick who she looks at what an alpha. I meant to say alpha female in all of these. I said alpha male. I meant alpha female, quote unquote alpha female, and there's real alpha females. To me, the quote unquote alpha female is the one who's trying to mimic the life of an alpha male. So she sees the men who win, and she thinks, okay, that's what I want in life. So she's trying to mimic what an alpha male is, and those are the quote unquote alpha females because they're never winning with men, right? They're never winning with men. You rarely see them happy for real, because they can't find a man. They can't find good men, quote unquote. So that's what I think the quote unquote alpha female is. I think the real alpha female, because what does alpha mean? The alpha is the top dog, the leader, the one who all the other chicks want to be. The alpha female is the feminine woman. The alpha female is the sweet woman. The alpha female is the one who is so feminine. She's pretty. She takes care of herself, and she knows and embraces what women are good at, what they do best at. That she gets dudes thrown at her all the time because she's so feminine, because she's such a woman, and so, think about this. I was reading, if y'all know who Tito is, you may or you might not. He has a book, and in it, he talked about the paradigm, like, of the female social circle. And at the top is the alpha female is the chick who gets married, has the husband she loves, has the family, because when you look, all the other women want what she has. You know what I'm saying? Once women hit a certain age, it's like, okay, if you're not married, like, you look kind of silly. You feel me? You look kind of strange if you're not married by a certain, because that means a man never wanted you enough to marry you. You feel me? So the real alpha female is the chick who's feminine and sweet, and she's a woman, and she wants to be a woman because she gets dudes thrown at her left and right. The quote unquote alpha female who's just trying to be an alpha male, they can talk the talk, but when you really get to know them, they're not happy. They're not satisfied with life because men don't like them. You feel me? That's just the bottom line.
I got to touch on that real quick. I think what Chris said was like he hit the nail with the hammer straight on point. And it kind of opened my eyes because it's different alpha females for different cultures. You know what I mean? So over here, the alpha female could be the CEO, the boss, the independent girl. But in like the Eastern countries, it would be where the woman has a husband and she has children and she's nurturing, she's feminine, she's all that, rather than, being by herself and, single at 38 and then, being looked down upon because, you have no family over there. You know what I'm saying? So it changes from culture to culture, the perspective of like what a woman should be, you know what I mean? Which is what they label as an alpha woman, which is what is like, washed and like changed today from being that feminine submissive woman that's nurturing to that independent taking on masculine traits that we see today.
It's only changed publicly though. That's the thing. It's only changed publicly, but in private, everybody knows the women want to be that feminine woman who all the dudes like. Now in public, they could say, oh, I don't need no man. I could do whatever I want when I want because I make my money. But they not happy. That's why they talk so much about not needing a man. If you ain't need no man, you wouldn't say it all the time. You shake a bitch hand. Hi, I'm Crystal. I don't need no man. It's like, excuse me, bitch. Like, we wasn't even talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? We're going to wrap it up tonight. It's getting late. I want to go to bed and do some shit. So, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Go subscribe to Chris. Go subscribe to Paul. Appreciate y'all popping out.